In the year 2080, the world has changed, and it keeps slipping farther into the Ivory Shadows. Welcome to the Sixth World.
Good evening, and welcome to the Sixth World. This, my friends, is Shadowrun. We are the Crypt, and we are here to tell you a story about the future. Sit back, relax, and jack yourself in for a new experience. The year is 2080, and the future never looks so dark. In this day and age, the world is operated by the mega corporations, whom compete and squander over power and control. They own their employees, command their own armies, and have subcontracted police forces that work to ensure their security. Technological advances over the years have made cyberware and bioware common. The computer crash of 2029 led to the creation of the Matrix, a worldwide computer network that users interact with using devices such as comlinks and direct neural interfaces. When conflicts arise, corporations, governments, organized crime syndicates, and even wealthy individuals subcontract their dirty work to specialists, who then perform shadow runs, or missions undertaken by deniable assets, without identities or those that wish to remain unknown. The most skilled of these specialists have developed a knack for staying alive and prospering in this Sixth World. They have earned quite a reputation for getting the job done. They are called Shadowrunners. Tonight, my friends, we have a special group of Shadowrunners prepared to embark on a wondrous adventure for you. First off, how about we start with the face of our group, Lady Vallette. Would you share with our audience, Lady Vallette, who exactly Lady Vallette is?
Hello there, y'all. The name is Lady Vallette, and someone has to put a face to this shit show. Charmed, I'm here to use my name to get us around a bit easier, to facilitate the team. Call me the social lubricator of the group.
Fantastic. Thank you, Lady Vallette. Next, we will move on to Kill.Switch.
What up, everybody? I'm Kill.Switch. you don't know that about me because I'm a bit of a DJ. I go by the name DJ Solo. You probably heard some of my music every now and again. But everything else you know about me, just forget about it.
Yes. Next, we'll move on to our magician, Jack.
Well, hi, I'm Jack. People say I'm pretty fastidious. I like to get to bed early, read a lot of books. Really, nothing special about me.
Very nice. Thank you, MG. Next up, we have our rigger and driver, GearJammer.
I am GearJammer. I am the one who makes sure we get around this place. As, I suppose, if she is the social lubricator, I am the engine that moves us.
Very nice. And finally, last but not least, we have our vlogging sensation, Cypher.
Konnichiwa to Cypher desu. Yay, yay. I do lots of video vlogging and I'm pretty popular if I do say myself. I don't like getting up early and I like hanging out with my friends and just, vlogging my experience and like showing everybody how cool we are.
So, this is actually the middle of this group's first Shadowrun. And rather than me bore you with a very long recap, we have the actual vlog video captured by Cypher to give you guys a first-hand experience of what the first part of this run was like for our Shadowrun heroes tonight. So we're going to carry that over, and I am going to patch this into your computer network so that it will show up on your screens at home. Please enjoy.
Konnichiwa to Cypher desu. Yay, yay. Minasan, genki desu ka? If you found this video, that means you found Proficiency bonus Himitsu encryption key. This is very special secret video. Actually, Vallette senpai called me this morning. Hayai sugiru kedo. But she told me we have special secret job, so GearJammer, Kill.Switch, V senpai and Jack come get me in the morning even though it was too early, but So we go to coffee shop to meet our clients. So we met our new clients, Kyo-san and Sang-chan, at the coffee shop because they want to hire us as runners for super secret special job. Yay, yay. They told us that famous K-pop star is doing very naughty things. They have secret video evidence of Pio-san doing a lot of very dangerous and very illegal drugs. And they have naughty video of her with Kioni Entertainment executives that is not so good. So desu ne. Kyo-san also told us that Sang-chan also wants to be famous K-pop star. And she's very cute and she has very nice voice. But Kioni Entertainment owns all of her songs and her demo reel. So they are hiding that stuff on their servers and not letting her debut. It's very sad. So, the job is we will sabotage Pio-san's sold-out concert here in New Orleans. We will put secret video up on main screen while she's performing. It looks not so good, but very good for ratings. And later, second part of job, I will hack into Kioni Entertainment servers and release all of Sang-chan's content. Thankfully, Kill.Switch agent Jasper Smallsand got us VIP tickets so all of us can infiltrate the sold-out concert. But luckily, he also got Kill.Switch job as DJ Solo to open for Pio-san. And I, Cypher, was invited to be MC of the whole event. So, while I'm emceeing the event and hanging out backstage in VIP section with V senpai, Jack is surveying the event area and he noticed some very scary bodyguards backstage, and there was one big guy. I think his name is Grinder. Also, in the meantime, after GearJammer dropped us off on red carpet, he went around to backstage garage and parked car, and then he used his micro drones to survey the area and look for emergency exit. Very smart. 以上です。頑張ります。大丈夫かな？大成功かな？それじゃあ、行きましょう！イェイイェイ！
Welcome back, everyone. Now that you got a brief first-hand look at the first part of their Shadowrun mission, we're going to dive right back in tonight for the second half of their very first run. Before we get into playing this game, we want to alliterate the fact that we are normally Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition adventurers. We are learning a brand new system, so there are going to be moments where we don't know the rules. We're going to have to pause for a moment to probably look it up or take a gander at our PDF documents. So I just want to say that coming up front, we are learning a new system. The first few shows are probably going to be a little bit slower than our normal run-of-the-mill Dungeons & Dragons show. But we'll hope that you'll stick around with us, as I think you'll find this compelling, and it may even inspire you to go pick up the game yourself. So, players, friends at home, it's time to jack in. Welcome to Shadowrun. You guys, I'm going to share with you a little map. Because currently you are inside the Fillmore in New Orleans.
Why, yes.
And you are at the Payo concert that is being live streamed throughout the world. So I'm going to move you guys over to a map where I have your character tokens placed in the last known place that I thought you were. Can you guys see this map?
Oh, that's wonderful.
Wow!
This is...
Whoa.
That is wonderful.
We're in an isometric world here in Shadowrun. And I'm going to go ahead and take our viewers over to the map too. So that way they can be a part of this as well. So they should be able to see some of it. Welcome to the concert.
That's so cool.
You guys, if you guys look over towards the bottom right-hand side of the map, you guys will notice that that's where Jack and Kill.Switch are standing off to the side of the stage. There is a large LED video screen that's behind the stage. You can see several security individuals standing around, and I want you to know where that dance floor is in the center is packed with people. It is crowded. People dancing, people in costume and cosplay and all kinds of sort of things for this K-pop sensations concert. Is there anything that you guys would be doing currently right now inside the facility as you guys are waiting for... Currently right now, Kill.Switch is getting ready to finish up his little pre-show set as he's thumping some pretty sweet music, getting the crowd pumped up. Yeah, let's go ahead and get the crowd pumped up a little bit. Let's just go ahead and put this on. We'll just do some little pumping up music here.
I believe in thing called love.
Throwing it back with them.
So Kill.Switch is jamming up here. GearJammer, last we spoke, you decided that you were going to... I'm going to turn my music down a little bit just because it's blasting in my ears, and I'm sure it's probably blasting our folks at home out. So let's do that. GearJammer, last we spoke, you decided that you were going to basically submerge your consciousness into one of your micro drones and enter the facility through an emergency exit on the side of the building. You were still currently in the street. Would you have done something to conceal yourself before you decided that you were going to do this? I would imagine you would think of that.
I would assume so. Probably just walk over, sit down on whatever sort of box or spot on the side of the building.
Okay.
Light up a cigar, and just start, very absent-mindedly puffing away on it.
Okay. I'll move you over here to like this little indent area on the side of the building here, where you can't see it, but there's some stairs that lead up to those double doors up there at the top of the building.
Okay.
It does look as if there is some kind of keypad entry to this door, so it definitely is locked. But you were able to use your micro drones are so small, they're like smaller than a fly. So you found like this just small crack you were able to squeeze this drone through. And are you able to see your little drone there on the inside of the building?
Oh, yes, okay.
You see
That's what that is.
Yep, see that little drone? Yep. You should have control of moving it.
Yep.
So as you're moving around this, you can see that there are two very large garage doors on the back of the facility here, and this is a very large room. It looks like this is where when artists and other musicians come, their gear is brought here and it is unloaded here. And this is where it is organized before it's taken through the doors that you can't see behind the big video screen. But there's some doors back there as well where people load in and load out their musical gear.
Do I see anything? So on the other side of that video screen, there's like another room, or do I see the back of the monitors as well?
You see when you don't even see the video screen. You see a wall with a couple double doors.
Oh, okay. Does it look like there's a spot that I can slip the drone in through those double doors?
It appears so. Mm-hmm.
Okay, gonna pop right in and see what's in there.
You pop out, and you can see that there's the back of the video screen there. And there's a hallway that's kind of a dark hallway behind the video screen. You can hear Kill.Switch's music going on the other side through the drone as it's picking up the volume. Yeah, it's pretty loud to this little micro drone. These vibrations are kind of shaking your piloting skill is difficult here with all this bass.
It's just sort of flying sideways a little.
But you do see, to your left, you can see that Jack is standing patiently back behind the stage, and there's a really big bouncer guy standing pretty much 5 feet behind him like this. Not really like paying attention to him, but like almost looking over his head beyond. And all this like glittering lights of different colors are kind of reflecting off the front half of each of them.
And on the back of that monitor, do I see anything that looks like a spot where they could plug in that video that we're supposed to be playing?
I think this would be... as you're flying down, we would have to use your drone. Well, it'd be your consciousness in the drone. So this would be a perception check. I think it's perception plus intuition, I believe. First roll.
Perception and intuition.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Actually, I'm gonna. These right next to me. Dice. Let's see. So. I have 1, and intuition's at 7.
Where's perception?
It's a skill.
It's a skill you can take.
Yeah.
Oh, I did not take perception.
You can still do it untrained. You just don't get the extra dice.
Oh.
Yeah, it would just be intuition.
So that is 2 successes, no fails.
2 successes. With your knowledge of the way these systems work, GearJammer, you know there's usually some type of... Although most things in the Sixth World are wireless, you do know that sometimes there is a fail-safe on a lot of these systems where they do have jack-ins. And you find a small mechanical box that's attached to the bottom that runs a little bit of a length of it. And it looks like there are some places, some ports, in which some things could be plugged into the system. You don't know how much control you would have over it, but it seems like things could be manually uploaded into this via this back of the screen.
Okay, I'm gonna send that information over the comm link. If I remember from last time, I think we had a group chat going.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
So just gonna text it over that there's a room behind where Jack's standing where there's potentially a plug-in. Not sure how much I can do with it, but hey.
Okay. Very
I
cool.
probably don't need it, but it's good to know where it is.
Likewise.
Cool.
Yeah, last I remember we were communicating that there's also another room across from this stage going upstairs that we were keeping our eyes on.
Yeah, if you guys look directly below the stage, there is an... You can see on your map, I'm going to shift ping it for you to see if you guys can see it there. There is a room over here.
Okay.
It's elevated, it's above the entry doors, and it is... that dark gray area is just basically glass that is completely black. You can't see into it. So you're not sure what's in that room. But there are... It looks like concert security, one standing on either side with these steps that lead up to doors on the sides of that room. Of course, there are delivery drones flying amongst the audience, and DJ Solo would know that all these are definitely equipped with surveillance as well. So they deliver drinks and take recording.
Watch you.
And they watch you while they're doing everything, making sure everything is, you know, straight away.
I'm throwing up peace signs at a couple of them.
Cypher, darling, do be a dear and grab me champagne off one of those drone things. Where's GearJammer when you need him? He'd get me
Okay. Hi. Wakarimasu.
You go to grab one of the drinks, and it won't let go of it at first. It asks for a cred stick insert as you, or you can wirelessly.
I will wirelessly.
Okay, you wire over the money that comes out of your
Yes.
your lifestyle expenses, and it lets go of the.
Cypher, would you like one too, baby?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
I have ginger ale because that's what Christy drinks.
Fair enough. Pour it in a flute, darling, and it'll look like champagne.
Okay. I make it look like I'm drinking champagne, but really it's just ginger ale.
Pour some ginger ale into a wine glass, fancy wine glass.
Hell yeah.
It has these glowing neon lights that kind of ring around the bottom of the glass as you guys are drinking.
Ooh.
And it's basically just an upbeat rave going on right here in the middle of this concert.
Wonderful.
Kill.Switch, you start to notice this guy with the green mohawk that you saw with a little bit of tech on his head that seems to be like the organizer of this concert, or the guy that's behind the scenes kind of making things happen. It's kind of giving you the
Wrap it up.
we need to get on with the show because we're ready to live stream.
Just before the ending, I want to go like we had planned and look over to Jack and point at the center of the stage. See how this goes. And I want to say live, my voice is distorted in the DJ mic. You hear this very low tone to say, all right, folks, we're going to end it out with a real big bang. Make sure you make some noise for Payo, and then point.
Was Cypher gonna come out back out and introduce Payo? With the
Yes, but before.
Probably.
Okay.
Yeah. And when I get the signal, I guess I would try to kind of subtly conjure a fire spirit.
Wait, what?
This was a plane.
The fireworks.
This is happening before Payo even gets on the screen, the stage?
This is the big DJ solo finisher.
Oh, okay.
Fireworks.
Oh.
So Jack, this is conjuring plus magic. What force level of spirit are you trying to conjure?
Force 1. I'm not trying to kill anybody here.
Okay, so it's
Yet.
I get to roll 2 dice then, so it's force times 2. and you have to at least score one additional hit than I do to be able to successfully conjure this spirit.
6, 8, 9, 10, 11. Alright, I think I'm getting, so let's see, how many hits am I gonna get? I get 1, 2, 3, 4 hits.
4 hits.
Yeah.
Okay. So, I need you to go ahead, do you remember what you rolled to resist some drain? You are...
I believe...
You are successful at conjuring this level 1 fire spirit. And you have 3 commands that you can give it. 3 directives.
Gotcha.
You've earned...
I believe that the command I'm giving it, I'm only going to give it one command for now. It's basically to like manifest so that people can actually see it and just kind of like shine and like sputter, but not hurt anybody.
Okay. So you're giving it the command to shine and do basically to dance with Kill.Switch on stage, basically.
Yeah, I'm gonna say fire spirit, you be you. You know?
Okay.
No, don't say that.
Gently.
Welcome to Wolfen. I'm just saying.
The fire spirit is very angry that you have summoned it. But sits there and looks at you. It's very small. It's smaller than you are, Jack, and it's just kind of sitting there flickering.
Yeah.
And it's just like, fine. I will make a grand appearance. Wait here. And it runs out onto the stage.
Don't hurt anybody.
As it moves.
I'm watching you.
You can see the audience.
Everyone dies.
The audience.
I brought you here. I can send you home.
The audience begins to cheer as this glowing fire of pyro begins to just run across the stage, flailing its flickering arms and appendages into the air, sparking everywhere as it's conjuring up. Kill.Switch, you can feel the heat behind you as it runs back and forth, making a ruckus behind you.
Yep.
What
That's
what do you have to roll to resist drain for that spell?
That's what I'm checking real quick.
You have to resist 1 drain.
Gotcha. Yeah, it's something plus something. I think I have an idea of what it's gonna be. Let's see.
Oh,
Make it up. It's fine.
Oh, okay. I got 5 hits, so I'm probably.
You take
pretty
no
good.
drain. It wasn't difficult for you at all to summon this Force 1 fire spirit. As it's moving across the stage, everybody seems to be enjoying this part of the show. Keep in mind, until sunrise, Jack, you still have 2 more commands that you could give this spirit, and it won't
Good to know.
It won't dissipate unless you dissipate it, or it runs out of commands, or basically
Gotcha.
it just stays till sunrise.
Gotcha.
Excellent. Hey.
So we're getting the signal to wrap things up, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so while the fire dude is dancing, I'll run up there and also start dancing and be like, Moriyaga-san, let's get going! Like, I'm trying to hype them.
Extra hype? Yeah.
Moriyaga-san!
You hype them up so much, guys, that a couple of them start to, like, storm the stage a little bit. And you see some of the security guards, they're wearing these, like, yellow bright vests that are, like, glowing with, like, neon lights, like, implanted in them. And they're kind of grabbing these little, they're, like, probably little girls that weigh, like, 90 pounds. And they're, like,
Yep.
they're grabbing them, they're, like, kicking, they're, like, carrying them away from the stage a little bit as they are trying to rush and get up there. A couple of them reach out towards
Lord.
DJ Solo and are, like, asking for autographs and stuff like that from you guys as they get close to the stage.
Mina-san, give it up for Tayo-san! He can give a show! And I'm like starting to pull DJ Solo off the stage as I'm like screaming at them.
All right.
Oh dear.
Lady Vallette, you're witnessing all this. Is there anything in particular that
Yes.
you would be doing as they're getting ready to introduce Pio to the stage?
Do we know anything about what's in this room?
In which room?
The room with the gray glass.
You know,
Can't see.
don't really know. You would have to find out in some way. Hey, thank you guys so much for the bits. We do appreciate it. Thank you for the support.
Thank you.
Hopefully those
welcome
bits will
this.
help keep our chummers out of trouble here tonight.
No guarantee.
No guarantee.
Now I want to make a deal with the dragon.
Oh no.
I'll walk over to one of the gentlemen in the suits, and I'll say, "Excuse me there. What can you tell me about what's behind that glass up there?"
Up there? Why do you want to know?
Is it like a VIP section? Because this is just too noisy for me.
You don't... It requires a lot of tech to make this stuff happen. That's where,
I see.
That's where most of it is.
Most of the technology. I see. Can the group hear this as I say it?
You can make it so. Yeah, you can.
Okay, yeah.
You can have your comm links active. Yeah, for sure.
Your comm links are active.
Yeah, so I'd make sure that they heard that. I'd say, "Okay, thank you very much, sir. I just wanted to see if I could get farther away from this here riffraff." But
Well, sorry, milady, but if you were coming to this concert expecting not to have loud music, then you've come to the wrong show.
do you drink?
Do I drink?
Do you drink? Yes.
He kind of looks around for a moment. He looks up, see if there's any drones watching. I do.
Have one on me. And I flag the next drone down and all.
He's kind of like he can't take it in front of the drone because it's recording as well, and he's on the job. And so he's like,
I'll slip him my glass of champagne and I'll take a new one.
he kind of takes the champagne, takes a bit of a sip out of it, and then hides it under his suit jacket, and just kind of stands there and looks around. Eventually, as you make your way back to your seat, you cast a look over your shoulder, and he's just pulling it out every once in a while, going, and putting it back under, looking for drones watching.
Wonderful. So that's where all the technology happens, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm going to message over to Cypher and say, can we get a drone into that room? I can make some noise.
Why?
If we can see what's inside of there, we can probably plug in.
I don't need that.
You're gonna upload it?
I got it.
Hands off. going to my trailer.
Be patient.
GearJammer, anything else that you would do before they... Seems like the plan with the spirit is...
I just don't know this. Would GearJammer be hearing what they're saying through the comm link if I'm jacked into the drone? I don't think I'd have any idea.
The mini drones?
You can have...
I'm in one of my mini drones that I'm piloting around right now.
I think that you could use your RCC. I think you can have different slave devices to your RCC, which I think you could pretty much probably slave your comlink to it as well.
Okay.
Yeah, wouldn't you be like?
Yeah, I think so.
It's the same as if you just put a drone on me and like you heard what I was saying though. So I don't.
Yeah,
right. So
you have a drone on everybody.
Out there listening.
Yeah.
Right now, my mind is inside one.
Yeah, I would say you could probably wirelessly connect your comlink to your RCC that is on your person that is controlling your drone. So in essence, everything's pretty much connected wirelessly.
Yeah. Beautiful. Then I'm taking that little sucker, buzzing right beside. I'm gonna rip right beside Lady Vallette's ear.
Okay.
And head in and try to duck under the door and get into that room she's talking about.
Oh, the room above.
Yeah, that special grade VIP room where all the tech lives.
Okay. Interesting. So you're taking this drone. You're zipping by Lady Vallette here. Lady Vallette, do you have any?
Would I know that it was you?
Do you have any? Well, you wouldn't be able to see him unless you had some vision enhancements. He's almost microscopic.
I have vision enhancements.
I
do too.
Matthew, are you able to move your drone? My roll 20 is being super slow. I think it's just because of the size of this map.
God.
Okay. As you approach, you have no problem slipping by this security. It looks like there's a small crack under the door that you could probably slip through, but there is a keypad lock on this door. It looks like it requires a special keyed entry. But you're in a almost microscopic drone that's flying around, and you zip underneath the door. When you go inside, there is a massive computer system that is facing outside of the glass. It's basically this computer system that has holographic, basically the monitors are the glass. And you can see the levels of sound kind of blinking in different colors. You can see when they go to the yellow and the red, there's a guy sitting behind a chair and he seems to be chasing the sound levels and trying to mix it. And he looks a little bit frustrated towards the stage. These stinking locals. If they could just like send me the right signal in the first place, I wouldn't have to do all this work. No wonder these DJs, they don't like hit worldwide. Frustrating. He looks like he's got goggles on. He looks like he's got really greased long hair as he's sitting there. He's got like a black vest on, and he's just like chasing these levels from Kill.Switch. You can see there are other formats and computer systems, and it looks like all the computer systems are located here. There is another leather chair sitting there that's also empty.
I can't hear him.
I'm not hearing.
Yeah, I lost Michael.
You lost me?
The crypt.
Yeah, just for a second.
Oh, sorry.
After leather
There was another leather chair.
Another leather chair that is currently empty.
Okay.
Drone sits down, starts swiveling.
So this drone, does it have the ability to take a picture?
Micro drones do that?
Let me take a look. I can't remember.
Micro drones. I think they should be able to take a picture. I just don't think you can add anything to them. Like, I don't think you can. They can't like take any enhancements. Where's our gear? So we look up.
Wonder if I can
There we
get
go.
in there.
Drones. Where are my
Kind of
drones?
interested in
micro drones.
this technology.
This is what kind of drone? A rotor?
This is out of the micro drones. It is the MTC. Oh wait, no, this is the NAT.
Oh yeah, it's the gnat. So, yeah, or a swarm of them can carry.
Tiny and slow, but indistinguishable.
Oh, they can carry.
Is that a
They can
Microsoft?
carry mini slap patches on their feet. That is awesome.
Slap.
I have a ton of those in case anybody needs them.
I would say.
Patches.
Yeah, I have a trank patch.
I would say they would be able to take a picture. Yes.
Then literally just gonna snap an image of this guy leaning over the computer. I frame it as best as this little thing can,
Okay.
and then just wire that through to the comm link to send over to to the group of more attention Cypher.
All right. Yep. You guys all receive the image from inside the room.
The room where it happened.
Yep.
Room where it happened. Sorry.
This is basically when you go to a concert and you see the guy running the soundboard. This is where it is.
Yes. Perhaps we can get ourselves in there. What do you say, ladies and gentlemen?
Apparently, Cypher's got it.
Cypher just looks so irritated right now.
I'll
George,
continue
send
to
the message
decipher
back.
things.
Do I come in?
Do you want some champagne, dear GearJammer? Okay. You stay out there then.
Unfortunately, GearJammer doesn't have any tickets to get in.
Oh yeah.
Because he gave the paper ticket. You guys gave the paper tickets to Cypher. I think Cypher has them.
Jack has them.
Or Jack
'cause
has
he
them,
won
yeah.
it.
Jack has the paper tickets.
Yeah, and
I
he's
have
already
them.
inside the
Digital
building.
VIP.
So
Tangible.
Yeah.
now you guys could technically you got 3 VIP passes. So technically he could use one of the digital VIP passes and get in. Because Kill.Switch had an artist pass.
Oh,
And I think I also technically had an artist pass if I'm emceeing.
Well, I think they gave you VIP.
Okay.
They gave.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And they gave you 3. They gave you 3.
Gotcha.
VIP passes.
So could I like digitally just email him the digital pass
Absolutely. Bling. It's on,
If you want it, you can come
it pops up in
in.
the little corner. There's like a little pop-up in the corner of your drone's vision. GearJammer, it says exclusive VIP pass.
I send a quick meme, a GIF of someone trying to go through a metal detector, and I say, "Careful, ...
Fair enough.
But immediately sit back. Wait.
That's one thing.
Are the metal detectors?
That's one thing that I would have mentioned. Since Kill.Switch and Jack came through the back, there was no security with metal detectors. Since Cypher and Lady V came through the side, through the red carpet, there were no like pat downs or scanners. But if you go through the front door, there is most definitely probably going to be someone with a digital scanner that's going to scan you, or perhaps drone scanners that scan you before you enter.
Ooh. Perhaps it's
Send
best
another
you stay
message.
outside. Yeah.
Send a message saying, "I don't think they like metal here."
Yeah.
Don't
think I've played that before in my life.
GearJammer just sends back an image of a shotgun, a gun.
GearJammer.
Delete everything.
They're, since he's still in his drone, there are all these little emojis of weapons ting, 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 that pop up in the corner of everybody's comm link and vision.
GearJammer, why would you do such a thing?
You guys get a custom emoji of one he made of his own jaw. Ting.
We need to make that happen.
Don't you have a full cybernetic leg too?
The full cybernetic, and obviously
that is something we should discuss, because I don't think we actually described what our characters look like because we're all in cosplay.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's a good point.
But
too.
some of us are quite different looking.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So while we're waiting for Payo to come on stage, why don't we kind of?
Yeah. You guys can do that. Why don't we start? We could start with Lady V. I mean,
Lady V doesn't have any augmentations of any kind.
But you are an elf.
Doesn't need them. I am an elf.
So you do have pointy ears under that long hair.
I do, but I do not require anything extra, if you know what I mean.
Very nice. Let's go to Jack. We'll do next. I mean, describe your character look.
Gotcha. Jack kind of looks like a random office worker wandered into the club, like to pick up his kids or something. Just human, super bland, almost like forgettable. Just wearing like work clothes, the kind that you'd wear to some corporate job. Yep.
Yep. I was curious.
Mr. Anderson.
To see if this,
it doesn't show up on the
on the screen.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
But that's pretty accurate. Pretty accurate.
Unfortunately, I can't get it to show up on the screen for our viewers. I'll have to fix that for next time. Now it won't let me get out of this. There we go.
Yeah, human, no cybernetic augmentations whatsoever.
Yeah.
Very plain looking.
Okay, let's go to Kill.Switch.
Kill.Switch
Currently
wears
as DJ Solo.
Oh yes, so as DJ Solo, which is very different, you see 2 circular goggles that kind of sit in this kind of Daft Punk mask, and it just creates like a series of emojis on the face. Headphones in, and he's just wearing kind of like a long, like robotic looking suit. He keeps his face pretty much covered because he is a half elf. Maybe drow. We don't know the history of this one, but he has a very strange affinity to sunlight that gives him vitiligo. So he keeps his face pretty covered so nobody can see his skin condition. So he usually has nothing but mask on, but today it's just goggles with the
winky emoji.
With the winky emoji.
That's awesome.
Vinky face.
GearJammer, you do have some interesting looks to your
Yeah.
character.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think you're muted, Matthew.
Muted.
Yes!
Every time!
Just Storm King's Thunder.
So,
Nothing's changed.
no, so GearJammer is
We can
over
maybe have a zoom in
7'2". Is a troll, but don't let him hear you say that phrase. He may go off the deep end. Has a metal cybernetic jaw. Well, actually has a cybernetic skull, the majority of which is synthetic, so you can't tell, but does have an actual metal jaw. Cybernetic leg, full metal appendage, think RoboCop. Cybernetic arm, again, synthetic, so you wouldn't know, has filed down his horns and his teeth and his tusks to appear slightly more human. And tends to wear, typical garage mechanic clothing. Jeans, jeans are a little odd looking because one of the legs is basically cut off at mid-thigh, exposing the metal leg. They're basically like half jeans, half shorts.
Jorts.
Man, you're showing a little leg there, Ting Ting.
Ladies love the metal. What can I say? They don't want this weird stuff.
Excellent. Cypher, anything you want to share that we can't really see about you?
She is wearing two different color contacts. Like the one that actually does the visual enhancement is underneath her patched eye. So she does have like a really bright green contact on one eye and a purple one on this eye. She is an elf, but she's got tanner skin and she's more Japanese descent. Her first language is Japanese, which is why she's got the heavy accent. She's quite tall. She's 5'8". And she's pretty skinny. She's pretty tiny little girl with like no constitution. So,
Yeah.
but she wears a lot of different, very colorful outfits. And yeah, she pretty much looks like me, but more Asian and elfish.
Sweet. So, got a little bit of a better idea of what you guys look like and what you guys are rolling in with here on this first run. So, is it time to get Pio out on the stage, folks?
Yeah, I figure that, yeah, they would probably be pulling up Pio pretty quick, doing her intro.
Pio comes out to the back. This is where Jack and Kill.Switch would probably notice this first, as Kill.Switch is headed off. His music has ended. Cypher, you're out there, you're getting pumped up. This fire spirit is running around circles on the stage, helping to pump up the crowd. They think that it's just an extra part of the pyrotechnics, that they've never seen this before. This is extraordinary. What is this? You see the back two doors behind the big screen open up, back here behind Jack and Kill.Switch, and Grinder walks through with two of his associates, and they kind of split, and Pio walks out from between them. One of the associates kind of dips back into the hallway and shuts the door behind him, and the other associate kind of stands at the doorway, leading back whatever hall in which they had come from. The Grinder kind of steps up closer to stage, pretty much right beside Jack, and just stands there and kind of like looks out towards the stage, arms crossed like this. He kind of casts a quick glance down over Jack's shoulder, as he's already made his made his acquaintance, made his presence known to Jack previously. And Pio,
I want to send like a quick Snapchat to the group of like that moment where you're recording and it zooms in close. Bum, bum, bum.
Yes!
it's like
A bead of sweat.
Bum, bum, bum.
yeah, that's it. That's exactly it. As you guys see this big guy. And you can see this little spiky-haired guy is getting everything ready. He looks like he's still sweating. He probably hasn't done like a show this big and this important in quite a while. So Pio begins, the lights dim down.
Okay, as the lights dim down, I get off stage.
You get off stage. The music comes to an end. And then you guys start to hear some additional music begin to play as one of Pio's hit songs begins to play through all the speakers and drone speakers throughout the system. And it's nice.
Okay. Hello.
We're getting going. We're throwing the party now.
Get that K-pop.
Here it goes. K-pop style. And the lights are still kind of like flickering dim a little bit, and then you start hearing her sing a little bit, and she chimes in, and then the lights start to glare down on her and start to glow around. The fire spirit dimmed a little as she was coming out on stage, and then if the beat dropped, he's kind of waiting for the beat drop to start kind of flickering mad. Right here he starts like flickering all around Pio.
I lean over to Jack and I say, Jack, does your fire spirit know how to twerk?
Well, I have 2 more commands.
Oh no! Abort!
I'm gonna turn the volume of the music down now that it's like hit. We're gonna get back into a little bit of roleplay here. Jack, I need you to do me a favor.
Yes.
How do you communicate with your spirit? Like, does it have to be near you and like you verbally communicate with it, or?
I believe I have a mind link with it.
Yeah,
where
I think
as
it's
long as we're on the
telepathic.
same like plane of existence, that we're able to communicate.
Okay. You hear him say to you in your mind link, "There is another here.
Another what?
Another spirit from another realm."
Any additional details you'd care to share, oh great fire spirit?
It's on stage with us. It doesn't look happy that I'm here too. It looks much bigger than me.
Oh shit!
How do you recommend that we proceed, oh great fire spirit?
I don't know, but it looks like it wants to put me out.
Tell it to abort! Tell it to abort!
Yeah, you may. How about you go? Maybe it's time for you to go home, fire spirit. Your service is appreciated. You've been very generous with this mere human.
Thank you. Just in time. And you watch as the fire spirit just goes and bursts out of existence.
Jack, that's not twerking. That's disappearing.
Noted. Thank you. I'll remember the next time. We may have company.
What do you mean?
Oh, you mean the spirit? Yeah, he really doesn't like it.
My spirit saw another spirit.
Can you see this spirit there, Jack?
I turned Jack off mute so I can understand what he said because I hear everybody else. I'm like, wait, what about a spirit?
Also, you guys remember he's actually talking into a drone.
And you guys are getting like
whisper.
you guys are getting like weird intermittent like stuff because when he tries to whisper, the bass of the music is kind of like overshadowing his whispers. So you're getting
God
like
damn it.
these inaudible like sentences that are coming back. You're not sure if you heard it correctly.
No pop filter.
Yeah, you need to turn on your pop filter.
I don't think Jack knows how.
Yep.
I'm going to have to fix that for you. Okay.
But yeah.
So can you see this other spirit, Jack?
Can I see the spirit with my bare eyes?
I think
Or is it not manifested?
It is not.
Or is it Pio?
Possibly, if a spirit saw it, it probably isn't manifested, and it's probably in the astral. You'd have to have astral perception to be able to perceive it.
Do you
I
have
think
a sensing?
Do I have what?
A sensing?
Yeah, do you have
A sensing.
Do you have that?
Almost certainly. Maybe. Actually, I mean, who doesn't have a sensing? I went to school for this.
You guys are.
You know.
You guys are
When I
amazing.
realized Jack forgot to take the course.
Yeah. Was I sleeping through that one? Oh yeah, it uses the astral skill combined with intuition.
Yeah.
Astral
Yeah.
and intuition.
I have the astral
So
skill.
you're gonna try to ascend into the astral plane.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So that's
There you go.
what was
I went to school for accounting, but you don't see me doing that right now.
I have 1, 2, 3, 3 hits.
3 hits. Oh. I glitch.
Oh.
Oh.
You see it easily. As you
Oh, boy.
kind of dip, it's almost like you kind of dip your mind into another world, and you're just like
Oh.
seeing. It's the same kind of concept, but most things are gray, like the lights. Everything is really dim and gray looking here. Technology doesn't really flare up in the astral plane. Only things that are really
So much better.
you only really see things that have magic and magic signals and things like that, and spirits and other things. You notice standing behind Pio by about 7 or 8 feet is this whirling vortex of air that seems to be holding a basically kind of humanoid shape at the top, and it looks like it's got these big broad shoulders, and it looks kind of like Grinder standing there with like a vortex of air leading down where his legs would be, and he's just watching out into the crowd.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
I would convey that very quietly, very carefully into my drone.
so you're I think during a sensing he can still speak, right? It's like he's just just looking in, peering in.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah.
Because he's not going fully into the astral.
Yeah, no, he's just looking.
Yeah, he's not
Yeah.
yeah, he's not going into the astral, he's just peeking into it.
So wait, the guy
Nail.
he's seeing is the one who is looking over his shoulder.
Oh yeah, that dude is like right on top of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even whispering seems like that's
Well, the music
a
is
problem.
very loud.
Yeah.
So
That's true.
you have that benefit.
Mm-hmm.
What's the rest of the plan now?
Yeah.
GearJammer is going to start walking around to see if that red carpet area where he dropped the others off,
So you're coming out of your
where he
drone.
got that fancy badge. Yeah, I'm gonna land the drone on that guy's shoulder.
On Grinder's shoulder?
No, on the guy in the computer room.
Okay, perfect. Yeah.
And then start walking around the building, heading over to that red carpet area.
Before
see if
you come out of your drone, you hear this guy he gets even more frustrated. He's like, they didn't even tell me they were gonna have fire and all these additional pyrotechnics. That could have damaged our equipment. You know what? They don't pay me enough for this garbage. I mean, they could have let me know. They could have let me know. This every night I come into work and this is what I deal with. You know what?
I feel like
I'm putting in my 2 weeks. Putting in my 2 weeks, and you hear one of the guards from outside the door say, "You say that every Saturday."
This is literally me when I do stage management. This is such a mood.
It's close to home.
I've said the exact same thing.
I wonder if I can
So
take advantage of this situation.
GearJammer is headed towards the red carpet. He's just like
Okay, then.
he's just walking down the street. It's tapered off, GearJammer. There's not a lot of people out here now. There's not even the doors are closed where the red carpet leads, but there's not like a big crowd of people out there. You see a couple groups of people that are probably like looking around to see if maybe somebody's gonna scalp them a ticket into this thing. You see like some super fans out there.
Gonna walk up to the door and just give it a little.
You're gonna knock on the door?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
Well, if it doesn't just open.
A security guard comes to the door, looks through the glass. It's tinted glass, but he can see through it. And he kind of like just looks like this, and he kind of points towards the front doors.
I'm gonna hold up try to show him my digital ticket.
He kind of looks closer to the glass, lets out a sigh. walks over to like looks like some digital keypad next to the door. Takes like a card out of his pocket and goes, and you hear the door unlock, and he opens the door. You know, you're a little late.
Parking.
Parking, not fun.
Fair.
Well, next you should know it's like Mardi Gras. You know, leave a little bit early.
Leave early, leave late, alternate.
Just started gonna go.
I want to take Jack's back. Particularly putting my hand between the guard and him.
Okay.
Just pat him on the shoulder and says, "Let's go back to the artist room, because I want to talk about how great that set was."
The music was lovely.
Grinder's hearing this and he looks down at you guys. Kinda gave me a headache.
You have a head that could ache. We're gonna keep on walking.
he glares at you both. He's got like this massive forehead wrinkles that like lead into his eyebrows that are like narrowing towards you guys. You guys are moving back this way, right? Towards this hallway.
Yeah.
Okay, you can move your
heading back into
your
the
tokens where you'd like to move them.
Roger that.
As you approach this other security guard who's guarding those two doors, he's kind of standing there and he watches you, but he has seen you guys back there before, so he doesn't really do anything to stop you from going back there. And you guys make your way. The first door on the right that you guys see as you're walking down the hall was the room that you guys were originally waiting in. But there is other doors in this hallway. There is currently a nice door in the back that has a giant gold star on it that is glowing with some digital lights. But you see there's another security guard like standing with his hands on his side as you guys walk in. He's kind of standing right in front of the door.
And we knew how Cypher was planning on...
Yeah, I was just going to say that she's messaging the group chat.
Senpai, can you come sit with me? I'm going to try to start accessing Matrix.
Of course, darling. Where are you?
I went closer. I went to like a booth closer to the tech system.
Okay.
And I'm sitting down.
Yeah, you see those like little tables there? Those are all tables that they do have comfortable chairs and things like that. I just didn't draw them out in the artwork.
So I'm gonna sit down and send my drones like to go focus on Pio and like the main stage. So there's none of my drones on me that's live streaming.
Okay. So you're sending the chaser drone out to just get some footage of the crowd and Pio.
Yeah, get that B-roll, get the main live stream footage.
Very nice.
I'm taking Jack into the room where we were held. Does it seem much quieter in there?
Oh yeah, it's quieter in here, definitely. It's kind of relaxing. There's like just some little snacks like set out on the table and just some comfortable seating.
At this point, as soon as he sits down, I literally become the tech interpreter and just start speaking to him and then communicating to everybody else so that this doesn't get miscommunicated. And so as I'm doing that thing that like teenagers do where you text and type and speak out loud, I say, just so you all know, I can also make some white noise if you need some more distraction and some more time.
I could probably distract the fellow upstairs if it came down to it, but I'd rather not use my womanly wiles in such a way.
Senpai, I would like you to stay close to me because once I go in, I'm going to be very helpless on the outside.
Of course, I'll stay by you, darling Cypher.
Thank you.
GearJammer,
right.
GearJammer, you can move your character.
He's just sort of opened the doors and just sort of looked in here.
Yeah.
I'll flag him over.
Oh yeah.
GearJammer.
Yeah, you can open that. There's a sea of Pio fans dancing. They're dancing their booties off.
Twerking.
All of those booties are just hitting the floor.
Twerking, if you will.
Can I see where
It means to go away.
Everyone twerking everywhere.
Go ahead and make.
Let's twerk out of here.
GearJammer, I want you to make a perception check for me as you're looking through those doors, because you specifically said you were looking through. So go ahead and make a perception check.
Okay.
Whatever your perception is.
So perception and intuition, right?
Yes.
Okay. Ooh, oh. Okay. So that is 4 hits and 2 glitches.
4 hits.
Okay. Yeah.
You notice flying above the crowd a drone that is different from the delivery drones. It's similar in shape and form, but the front of it just seems awkward. It seems different. And when you get a good glance on it, a bright purple light shines on it for a brief moment. The front of the drone is rounded off and has a white skull painted on it.
Huh. So, GearJammer is going to mention that to the group real quick. There's skull drone in air.
Like
Oh,
the
honey, I have no idea what that means.
It is drone with skull on front.
A human skull?
Yeah.
sick.
You know what that means, GearJammer? Does that have a certain significance to you?
Would that mean anything to me as a drone operator?
You do know that some drone riggers and drone operators like to decorate and, you know, basically pimp out their drones.
Oh, okay.
So it's been done before, but it just seems kind of out of place because all the other drones they're like waiters and server drones. This one just kind of stands out, and it's the only one that you see.
Maybe other rigger here? Do I take it from him?
What?
We don't know if he's hostile yet, darling.
Do you think that this thing is going to be dangerous to us at some point?
Well, if Jack's seen a huge air elemental in another realm, it might be dangerous.
Do I get the links?
You get whatever you want, darling.
Okay, for player knowledge, because I don't know how many of you remember, the Lynx is the massive steel combat drone that's currently in the back of the Range Rover. It's basically an armored tank that's...
It's a tank that you can go into and control wirelessly.
It's a tank with legs.
I don't think that's needed quite yet, yeah.
So
Maybe
Cypher, how are
soon.
you?
I'm going into the Matrix. I don't know what you guys do.
You guys are going in? You going in?
Yeah, I'm going in.
All right. So, Lady V, you watch as Cypher kind of just slinks back in her comfortable seat a little bit, and she gets this just very. Her eyes are open, but they're just aimlessly staring ahead as she kind of seems to vanish.
I'm gonna pretend to
out of
talk to her.
body. What's that? You're gonna pretend to talk to her? It's excellent.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Just put my hand on her hand and just like laugh.
Yeah.
It's pretty
Like,
sick.
girl, that's so funny.
You're so funny, Cypher. Oh my god.
Hey, do me a
Cypher
favor.
laughs so much she passes
Do me a
out.
favor, Lady V. I want you to make a con roll. I think it's your con plus charisma.
Plus my charisma, yeah. Okay,
To
so
see
that-
how convincing this is as you're playing the part.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll just roll this. Okay, 4 successes, 1 glitch.
4 successes. Wow, it's pretty convincing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you look like you're carrying on a very good conversation with someone who isn't really there mentally. As Cypher disappears into the Matrix. Cypher, you can see there is a host set up for this facility, the Fillmore. And you approach what looks to be a digital platform. It looks like similar to this building, but it seems like the doors are locked and the windows are blacked out. You cannot see inside.
All right, I'm gonna attempt backdoor entry.
Okay, I think you have to do a probe action first. Before
probe?
You
Okay.
have to probe to make yourself a backdoor, and then you can go and then you can backdoor to try to avoid detection.
Yeah, backdoor is just like you're putting a brick on the door.
Oh, got you. Yeah, that's right. Sorry, guys. Yeah, I'll do the probe.
Okay, you can go ahead and make your probe roll against this host. Let me double check.
So cracking and logic, I think.
I think that sounds about right. Where's our matrix actions at? Here we go. Matrix actions. Where's your probe? There's so many matrix actions in here.
I know, that's why I just
5 million.
automatically said there's
Honestly, I don't even think we're gonna use half
logic.
of them.
2,
No.
4. I don't know if I have enough d6s. 2, 4, 6, and logic is
Here, have some of mine.
2,
This is an extended test,
4,
so this is gonna take you a minute.
6, 7. Yeah, I know. That's why I wanted someone to keep beside me. Plus 2. Oh my god, I have so many. Hang on, where's my other d6?
Yep. Welcome to Shadowrun, everybody. All D6s.
Shadowrun.
Okay, maybe I'll just roll these extra after, so. Oh god, I'm scared.
Don't be scared.
Listen to this.
We all have the faith in you.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Damn, I haven't glitched at all yet.
Good.
Hey, don't say it now.
It's a lot of 4s and 3s, but it's okay.
You do have edge that you can spend to take a 4 and make it a 5.
4,
If you would like.
6.
There's always that option. Remember your edge
Oh.
actions table, so don't forget you do have edge
Okay,
that you
yeah,
can expend
I'll
during your turns.
sure, I'll do that.
When the DM says you may want to use edge for this, that means use edge.
Yeah.
So I got 2, 4, 6, 8 successes, no glitches.
Wow. You make your way matrix style to the side of this building, and you pull out what looks to be some kind of electronic device. Looks like a comlink, and you start hitting some digital buttons on the comlink, and it makes this green laser like zap out of the front of it, and you burn a door into the side of this building. And the wall just seems to just flare out and dissipate. There is you have probed and created backdoor entry without giving away anything that's going on. Now,
Cool.
Yes.
Now, this is an illegal action,
Mm-hmm.
so you need to keep track of something called an OS score.
Okay.
Okay, your OS score right now is a 3.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Oh, do you have like 10? Is it like 10's like the worst?
40. If you get the 40, that means that they know that you are there, and they know your physical location, and they basically dump shock you out of the system.
Ooh.
That means the corporations find out. So you got to be careful how long you stay jacked into the matrix doing illegal actions. Because if
That's fine. I got a complex form that can fix that. I'm not worried about
it.
If this takes a little
The
bit
devil
too
lawyer in
long,
triplicate too, so.
Yeah, if this takes too long, I'm gonna have Disco Ball. What did I name Disco Ball? Disco Taco?
Ball.
I'm gonna have the one that's recording all around to set off white noise.
Okay. What does white noise do again?
So it creates blockage for people who are trying to hack, particularly into the where she's going into.
Okay.
So it just creates this big, like, kind of non-heard white noise on anybody who's jacked into the Matrix.
What noise level does it add? Is it just one noise level?
Three.
So it adds 3 noise. That's pretty impressive. Excellent.
But I won't do it until like maybe like 50. How long, Cypher, do you think you'll need?
I'm not around. You don't know.
I'll give it about like 10
minutes. He can communicate
minutes.
on his comlink into the Matrix to you, right?
Oh yeah, I think you can.
So it still pops up
It
as
still
like
pops up
avatar.
kind of like in you. It's yeah.
So I can still go into the comm links and talk to people, right?
Technically,
Yeah.
you can
Hell
communicate
yeah.
with everybody what you're doing, and you can talk to Lady V. You just can't like look at her. Or
Right,
you're
right,
just, like,
right.
looking straight ahead.
Okay, guys, I am in.
Oh,
Now I
that's
got to-
hilarious, John.
Now-
Congratulations.
Now we got to make the backdoor
Yep.
entry.
Yes.
So this is linked. Okay, so you're gonna make a cracking plus logic.
Yep. Hang on.
Crack it.
Do it.
So it's the exact same roll as the first
Exact same
one.
roll.
Oh god.
Yeah. Just added a second
Okay.
roll to it. That's the thing. Like brute force only requires 1 roll, but it increases your OS score by like a ton.
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
I
We're at a
cracked my
concert.
screen once. It's unpleasant.
Trust me, we know.
Jack uses brute force.
Oh, okay. I have to roll 2 more. Hell yeah. Okay. Okay, so that's 7 successes, 2 glitches.
Wow. You easily enter into the host. You now have gained admin access
Hell yeah.
to the host.
Nice.
And you,
So I let everyone know that I now have admin access. We are good to go. Oh yeah, bitch.
okay.
Go ahead.
When are we hitting the play button?
Why not
Actually,
now?
you know what? Okay, never mind. You do take 3 to your OS score once again.
Now?
Yeah.
Okay, so now it's at 6.
Yep.
Okay, let me.
And I'm just still watching that drone that's up there with the skull painted on it.
Make an additional
Okay.
perception check for me, GearJammer, as you're doing that.
So I don't know.
Perhaps I should have taken perception.
I'm like doing a play-by-play of all of this to Jack. Coming at the bottom of the fit. We got drones
That's another-
hanging out everywhere.
That is 3 hits, 1 glitch.
3 hits, 1 glitch. Okay,
Yep.
you notice that this thing is slowly spinning around in one spot. You're familiar with drones enough to know that when you do scans of areas, this thing is scanning.
Ooh.
It's running scanners around the room. Not sure which. You'd probably have to be in it to know what programs it has.
Can it scan for people in the Matrix? We know.
Would I know what it has the potential to scan for?
There's all kinds of scanners. There's heat signature scanners. There's simple things.
Would there
like
be a scanner that could check and see if somebody was jacked into the Matrix?
Not so sure that. You don't think this drone would be equipped with that? You're not sure if they even have the ability to do that, especially with a technomancer that Cypher is, because she's not actually using any equipment to do this. She can just innately do
All
it.
right.
Not many people in the world can do what Cypher can do.
I will say though that this
GearJammer will send a message to everyone. That weird drone is scanning all.
We know enough about Cypher that Cypher can get ideas on people, so we could get Cypher's ID to say that she is a technomancer. So, I'm just gonna send emoji of a Roomba, an emoji of a knife, an emoji of a skull, and a question mark.
GearJammer is just going to send 3 question marks back.
Cypher in virtual reality where you're at, the emojis are animated that he's sending you. So,
and they're like right beside
Yes,
me, and I'm like,
The Roomba just keeps hitting you in the face.
You kind of push the emoji out of the way. Stop flooding me with, stop spamming me with
Stop
emojis.
Yamete!
I think that means kill the Roomba. Kill the Roomba.
That means you're annoying. Stop. Okay, so
keep watching it, and if it starts taking any interest in, like, more focused at where Lady Vallette and Cypher are,
Yeah.
GearJammer's going to take it.
Okay. Excellent.
Okay.
Or try to.
I like Lip's response to that. He's like,
Only if it goes over them.
It's awesome. I love it. Okay.
When you say take it, he's like,
Okay, so I think I'm going to edit file in the projector.
Edit file. Okay.
Yeah, that's right. Right? Is that the right way to do this?
I think so. Yeah. Let's do it.
Okay.
You're editing the file.
Yeah. So electronics and logic.
This is
right?
versus firewall and sleaze. This is, and you have admin access, and this is a legal action, so it won't add to your OS score.
Hell yeah!
Oh,
yes.
Because according to the computer, you're an administrator.
Nice.
2, 4, 6, 7.
can you help me with my comm link after this is done?
Yes. Yes, I can. Don't worry.
I'll set up a book face.
Oh no. I visibly just put a cyber paint over your mouth to keep you from talking.
He pulls out this can of spray paint, rattles it, and goes,
How do I download my photos?
It says this over your mouth.
Just slowly going down, but that's okay. So that's 6 successes, 2 failures.
6 successes, 2 failures versus my 3 hits. So you have successfully edited the file. What are you editing it to do?
I'm editing in the footage that we have, the secret evidence.
Okay, so you're kind of like linking it into the digital feed.
Yep.
I love those glasses.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you have edited the file. Are you putting any sort of delay on it, or you want it to immediately start playing?
I'm gonna put on.
Because right now
probably...
you have control of the digital projector. You're basically controlling it right now.
Yeah. Where in her set list is she right now?
She's probably only in their 2nd or 3rd song.
Oh, we got a while.
They all sound the same. It's the same song going over and over.
She does 8 different remixes.
Yeah, yes.
Okay, I think because I'm trying to think of because Christy knows what K-pop songs are like. I think probably around the 5th or 6th song, there's going to be, she's probably going to have like a dance breakdown.
Nice.
So while she's dancing and not singing, so there's no vocals, I want it to trigger.
Sweet. So are you going to allow, for an additional hack, if you want to try to hack into the sound system, you can actually link the video to the speakers and have the sound play through as well.
That's really nasty. Should I do that?
I mean,
yeah, I should. Yeah, I think I'm doing it. I think I'm doing it.
So basically,
but
what you're gonna have to do here is
we got a job. It's fine.
This is now you have backdoor entry into this. So this is another this is another edit file. So you'll just be going into another file folder. That is the sound system.
And it's not
itself.
illegal because I have admin access.
You are an administrator to this host. Yes. It's not illegal.
So it's another edit file.
Yes.
So take. Not as good as my hacking, but that's okay.
As you're trying to play the sound.
Oh my god, please be nice.
Come on.
Man, I'm doing really well, guys.
That's what we like to hear.
It should be with 94 dice that you're rolling.
I mean, yeah.
I have to say, I'm rolling a good amount too, but I'm not rolling very good.
2, 4. I think it's the same one. It's 1, 2, 3, 6 successes, 2 failures.
You now have access to the sound system.
Hell yeah!
And you can see digitally, as you're working around, you can see all these these music notes kind of traveling around through this file folder that you're diving into, and you can see you know what else you discover?
What?
Payo's not really singing.
Of course she's not. She's lip syncing.
She's lip syncing all
beach.
this. They are digitally processing a voice through the sound system. This is not her voice.
So
it's the bear spirit's voice.
Is it question?
Yeah.
Question. Is it auto-tuned or is it a completely different voice?
It is not auto-tuned. It is a complete different voice, but it has digital recording enhancements. It has reverb, it has echo added to it, so you can see all this stuff as you're looking into the processing of the sound system.
Can I hear if she's singing as well, underneath it?
Yes, there is a channel dedicated to her microphone. Unfortunately, it's not picking up any sound. So her mic, she has a microphone, but it's not on, and it's one of those ones that's kind of attached to her face. So she's either lip singing or she might be truly singing, but you can't hear it because the music is so loud.
What if this is the demo?
What if this is Sang's voice?
This is Sang's voice.
Oh yeah.
You do remember they were using Sang's voice to make Payo famous.
Snap.
So this is making Cypher really angry.
This
is my culture, and she's freaking
And you also notice on the sound there is a label. I don't know how familiar you guys are with music, but there is a digital click track that's running in the background. All this music is timed perfectly and pre-practiced to know when the cues come in. And there are digital speaking cues coming into Payo's ears digitally telling her, okay, music break for 8 measures.
Can I turn that off?
You can.
As soon as I notice it's happening, I'm hitting record. I'm hitting the record.
I'm telling them everything I'm finding. As I'm in there, I'm text chatting you guys what I'm finding.
Okay.
And you can tell she's on a lot of exclamation points because she's so angry.
Go ahead. While you're making an edit file roll.
Okay.
GearJammer, that skull painted drone stops spinning, starts rotating, slowly dropping down a little bit towards you.
Oh. That's not good.
Door.
What was that? You walk out the
backing
door?
out the door.
Okay.
Gonna go down the hall and stick my head in the other door and see what it's doing.
A moment goes by where it's still, you peek out the door and it's still looking towards the door you walked out, and then it slowly rotates towards the new door that you're poking out of, and it starts to just slowly glide a little bit, slightest bit towards you.
I have a friend. The drone.
That's nice.
The drone seems to like me.
Hey, Tink Tink,
Oh.
did you bring the party favors from the car?
We're not talking about the ocelot or the lynx or the whatever you named it there, GearJammer.
I just want to know if I need to make some
Sending a
things.
bicep emoji.
Great.
I'm using a point of edge
Using a point
to
of
make a
edge.
4 or 5. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
We are not going in here to strong arm right now while our dear Cypher's in the Matrix, you see.
We may not have a choice to.
I have
So
guns and weapons in my body. Now,
Yeah.
We are not shooting up a place with full of kids.
I
No,
Cypher,
What we're saying is that he may be targeted because he has weapons in his body.
GearJammer, be a darling and try leaving for a moment. See
Go out for another smoke.
No, see if it'll follow you outside.
Yeah.
GearJammer, the drone is slowly drifting closer to you.
okay.
You can see these two
GearJammer's
dark eyes of the skull, like looking. You can see there are reflections of light off of inside where the dark areas of the skull are. It seems to be it has some cameras in it.
Oh gosh.
Okay.
I rolled 3 failures, 6 successes.
3 failures.
It's getting more even. So I was like, can I get an edge point?
With only with 4 hits on my side, you have turned off the click track and instructional soundtrack for Payo going to her earbud.
Okay. Okay.
And everybody, Lady V, you notice it at first. Payo kind of gives this little like stutter in her step and her dance moves and kind of looks over to the side of the stage really quickly, and then lifts her hand up to her ear, taps it a few times, then looks up and kind of just continues, starting to go with some of the dance routine that she remembers, and she just keeps on trying to push through.
Okay.
Paco Disco is recording all of this, and then I'm doing the same thing with the Snapchat filter. It's just gonna zoom in really close and just be like bum bum bum.
Oh, to Payo?
Yes.
Excellent. All of a sudden, like this little, as Payo's like tapping her ear, all of a sudden this little dog tongue comes out and goes in the Snapchat filter that you have.
Yes.
GearJammer's gonna step out of the room,
Okay.
look up at the drone, and just sort of beckon at it a little bit.
Okay.
Kommst mit.
It continues to slowly flutter its way towards you. You can see
I
its
am
little,
going-
little 4 little propellers on each side. There's a just slowly like kind of getting closer to the doorway.
Just gonna step out and hold the door open to give it an opportunity to fly out should it choose to.
Okay.
Just gonna close the door like 5 million times.
It gets closer. What are you doing, Cypher?
I'm going to encrypt file on. Yeah, I'm gonna encrypt file on the video so they won't be able to turn it off.
Ooh, that video.
Oh.
once it starts, because it's like maybe one song or two songs next, I'm going to encrypt the file. So when I have 2 more actions that I'm going to take before I leave. This is the first one. The next one is I'm going to erase matrix signature.
Is what's encrypt? Is it illegal or legal?
It's legal, electronics, and logic. If I have user admin, there's no you don't fight me on it. I just have to roll to see if I glitch.
Okay, yeah, go ahead, make your roll then. I don't fight it.
Okay.
On that note, I am taking Jack, and we are walking towards the door. This has been a great set. We should go home now.
What about the rest of the show that I'm going along?
Okay. 1, 2, 3. So that's 4 successes, 1 glitch.
All right, so your encryption rating is a 4 on that file. So in order for them to be able to unlock it, they would have to score 4 more hits to try to.
Okay, can I do the same thing on the sound?
Sure.
No.
So yeah.
Scar these 4 children with this pornography.
So they will not be able to turn Tayo's instructions back on at all, and they will keep the sound system rolling throughout the digital video.
Yep.
Ooh, boy. This could be tasty.
Ooh, hell yeah.
Uh-oh. Cypher is good at what she does, folks.
4, 5. So that's 6 successes, 2 failures. No, yeah, 3 failures, 6 successes. Sorry.
6. So that's the encryption on the sound system is a 6. So make sure you keep note of that as well.
Okay.
So for the videos a 4, and for the sound it's a 6. Oh gosh.
All right. Now, before I exit host, I'm going to attempt to erase matrix signature.
How do we get
Lady V, you notice a table about 2 tables over from you? There's a few guys checking you guys out as you're having this conversation.
Oh no.
They look like they've had a few drinks and they're kind of just eyeing you guys up.
Actually, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to...
Okay.
Make kissy face. Kissy face.
No.
Instead of that, I'm going to take on the cleaner complex form.
Okay.
Cleaner complex form.
What in the Matrix? What does your cleaner complex form look like?
Oh yeah.
I think she probably looks like my D&D character, Aki. So she looks like an autumn Eladrin elf. Bright ruby red hair. She's got a little bit of a red tattoo on her cheek, and she's very fancy and very prim and proper.
I thought you were gonna.
And she has a broom.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna say she's like a French maid outfit with like a little.
No.
Cleaner.
She looks like the manager at the flower shop. She looks like a manager position.
Excellent.
She's a manager person.
Perfect.
How do we push Sang's demo tape and get her out there though?
Make electronics and resonance test.
I don't think that we're gonna be able to do much promotion at this point.
Okay.
We're losing a lot of time.
That's fine.
GearJammer, you notice the drone gets to the door, and as it gets close to the door, it stops and it's just hovering there, like about 5 feet in the air, like just below where the door, the top of the door. And you notice it's the shutters are going off, and it's taking pictures of you.
8.
Oh gosh.
Oh no.
Oh no. Can I get over there? Like, will we be able to start walking over there?
Yeah, you guys will be able to walk over there if he lets you know what's going on.
Yeah, as everything's happening. Now stepped. I'm outside in the hallway, holding the door open, sort of behind the door.
Okay.
So as I'm hearing this going off, and how are we doing? This thing is now taking photograph.
Let's go to the car. Let's move to the car. Let's head on to the car. I'm walking by.
Tilt your chin a little so you get a good photo. I've heard that's a good tip.
Jack,
It knows what a driver looks like.
Jack, as you walk by the stage where Payo is dancing, it seems like she doesn't look as comfortable as she did for the first couple of songs, or for when you first saw her out there. But you notice like a couple fans actually get up to the stage, and they're on stage, and one of them goes to rush at Payo. Then all of a sudden, you see something like appear. It's hard to see because of all the flashing lights and the darkness on the stage, but something appears within a split second, almost like 3 seconds, and you watch as this fan goes flying back out into the crowd and does like this huge stage dive, lands in the crowd and starts crowd surfing a little bit, but as you look back to where that creature had shown up, nothing. It's gone.
That was magic.
So
What? What are you talking about, Jack? Keep walking.
my cleaner rolled 6 successes, 4 failures, and each hit reduces my OS score by 1. So I've reduced by 6.
So you take away all your OS.
Yes.
Oh wow.
Oh.
That's amazing. Yeah,
And then I exit toast.
basically
I have to do a fade. I have to do a fade value. What's that?
good question.
That's like the drain. That's the same as drain for magic.
Okay, so how do I do that?
That's a good question. I don't know.
My drain is my skill that I use for magic plus like something.
Yeah, but
Okay.
Plus willpower.
He did like a whole bunch of stuff though, so I'm not sure how fade works if you're doing like a bunch of things.
Well, fade only applies to complex forms, not to matrix actions.
Got it.
Yeah.
So fade is a complex form thing. So let's see. Under your complex forms, fading, which might cause fading. They also, it should say under your complex form. What does it say?
Fade value 2.
So you have to resist. Make an. How do you resist fade?
Probably resonance plus something. Resonance plus
Willpower
will.
plus logic.
Oh, willpower plus logic. Even better than resonance.
Yep. It's in the paragraph right above your cleaner complex form.
Okay.
It says fading in a bold. And it says resisted with willpower plus logic.
6.
You are resisting 2 fade.
So I have to hit at least twice? Is that what it is?
You have to get 2
You have to
hits.
get 2 hits to have 0 fade.
Okay. That shouldn't be hard.
Otherwise, is the difference like stun damage? Is like
I think
drain?
so. Yeah, it's like drain. Yeah.
Yep.
1, 2,
Just being in there kind of makes her
3,
physically tired
4.
when she pops out.
So there's 4 successes, 3 failures.
You take no fade. It doesn't. This was such an easy task for you. You just come out of it. Yeah, and you look right at Lady V, and Lady V's panically looking over at another table, and there's like these 3 or 4 guys that are just staring at you guys with like these kind of confident, cocky looks, like they're like, "Hey, what's up?"
Oh, good, you're back. We gotta leave. You
Bicycle!
You did it?
Bicycle!
Oh, dude, that's the famous one. That's that famous chick. Oh, yeah.
Good, Harry.
That is.
I'm so glad. They're
You guys-
looking at us, so we should leave because I don't feel like dealing with any riffraff.
But I want to stay and get it on live stream when everything goes down. But we only have 2 more songs.
Is that everyone
It's
okay?
going to be so good for my channel, Visa.
Okay. Okay, baby. No problem.
I sent a
We're gonna
message
stay
over
here for
saying
2 more
we
songs.
should leave very, very soon. Being photos taken of us.
Photos are always taken of me. I'm good. You guys leave. I'm good.
I'll stay with.
Trust me, it is all over the internet that Cypher is here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll stay with Cypher. Why don't you gentlemen take
Actually,
a
there's
walk?
photos on the internet because she was live streaming when DJ Solo came out there too. So DJ Solo
That's true.
is on those live streams as well.
Yeah, you're on my channel, Beach.
Yeah, this is fine. I'm going to take Jack and I'm going to take GearJammer and we're going to go to the car.
So which door are you guys exiting?
I want to actually get up to, because would I know that he would be over here, like at that door?
He would have probably told you that he was coming in the red carpet and so yeah.
Kill.Switch, wouldn't it look more suspicious if you guys all leave before the shit goes down?
Yes.
No, because I'm only an opener. I want to open the door and just be like, GearJammer, why, GJ, whatever your name is. I don't know if you have a public name or not. Chauffeur, why did you come through this door? I told you to meet me with the car around back.
The security guard is just like watching this take place. He's just like looking, just watching you.
GearJammer just sort of looks at him, cocks his head half, like, just sort of gestures in the.
It's fine. It's fine. I know you want to catch a little bit of the show.
I'm staying away from the drone, by the way. I'm staying away from it.
The drone is starting to rotate towards where Kill.Switch's voice is coming from.
I'm getting closer to closing the door and just
step back into the doorway and like chest in front of the, because you said this thing's about 5 feet in the air.
Yeah.
And literally gonna step chest to the front of this thing.
Okay.
Oh, GearJammer, you can't see the show. You gotta close the door and go get the car.
It starts to slowly drift back from you just the slightest bit. You can feel a slight breeze coming from the propellers.
You're gonna try to grab it.
You're gonna grab it? Okay.
This is very nice and slow, just reach out like almost like it's a strange dog. You just sort of reach out slowly and see if it's gonna panic and bite, or if it doesn't, just take off.
So are you gonna physically try to like grapple it?
Do you do that all the time?
He's trying to pet the drone.
Like
reach out to reach out, touch someone.
As you start to reach out, it starts to increase its acceleration. You can try to like reach out really quick and grab it, but it's gonna try to get away from you.
As this is look over, does the security guard near the stage seem to be noticing at all, or is the crowd?
He's just standing there watching all this. He's like, "What are you doing?"
Clink, clink,
following me.
Clink, clink. This is not the time to pet drones. It's time to get the car and go home.
That might be one of our scanner drones. Do you have something on you? He starts kind of like taking a few steps towards you. Wait a minute.
Pulls out a cigar.
Oh, you got another one of those?
Goes in a box. Pulls out 3 or 4 hands and 2 of them.
I love all these guards. Gets alcohol from Vallette. Gets a cigar from GearJammer. These guys give no.
God, I've been.
They're bored. It's a free-pop country again.
Reach over the guard, hand him 2 cigars.
Can you believe they called me in? They called me in at 3:30 today to help unload this chick from the all this stuff they had back there, and then they expect me to stay till we're done like wrapping this stuff up. And he puts a cigar in his mouth and he's like, "Hey, you got a light for this?"
Let's pull out and light a match for him.
Well, I guess I probably should go outside. We should head outside. You guys coming? He looks over to Kill.Switch and Jack.
Yeah, we're just gonna wait for our ride.
I did tell you to go out and have a smoke, so you're doing it.
So looking over at the guard and back over at DJ Solo. Boss is pain in us.
You watch the security guard go over, beep, 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 takes his card, scans it through, the door unlocks, and he opens it up to the outside with a cigar in his mouth. And GearJammer follows. It seems like the drone is just still like hovering there, watching you guys.
He's so not
As GearJammer walks out the door behind the guard, just looks over at Kill.Switch.
Okay, so Kill.Switch and Jack, you guys stayed in? Or do you guys came outside?
We're going outside.
Oh, so you guys are going outside
Yep.
too?
I'm kind of shielding myself from paparazzi drone. I don't. This thing makes me uncomfortable.
Okay,
Robots.
do you have stealth?
Oh yeah, I do have a little bit of stealth.
Go ahead and make a stealth roll. Kill.Switch, you can go ahead as well if you'd like to try to avoid being seen by this drone who is now sitting in an
What's
open
the-
doorway. Just like looking out into the hall, watching, basically taking video and camera footage of GearJammer leaving with a security guard with cigars.
That'll look good. That'll look good.
Fix my skills.
What's the attribute with stealth?
I
Agility.
believe it's agility.
Agility. Okay.
Yeah, we can do that after, Sarah.
Okay.
Because that's what I had to
Oh,
do too.
Two goodies.
2 goodies.
Yeah.
2 goodies.
2 goodies.
Like 8
4.
wins.
4 goodies.
I got 4 hits.
Lucky for you, as you guys are sneaking out this door, kind of trying to be quick about it, the drone starts to rotate towards your position. Some dancer bumps their behind into the door, and the door closes on the drone. And these doors,
Don't steal my identity.
and these doors have shut, leaving the drone on the inside.
Perhaps we should sit down, Jack, and explain to him how stuff works.
Yeah, I got to fix his setup. It's very mendokusai right now. We have to fix it.
You guys are standing outside enjoying a cigar with security. Cypher, Lady Vallette, you guys are inside.
Blowing it right in Jack's face.
It's a acrid aroma.
The songs in Cypher, you know, based on your knowledge of looking through the sound system, it's getting close. You can feel it. The anticipation is just building up inside of you as you'll get to see your work firsthand happen inside this facility. As you're
I'm
sitting there.
lining up the external live stream drone to like get a perfect picture of her and the screen, like just setting it up, just like getting a nice wide zoom.
You should do that before it actually happens, so that
That's
way
what
it looks-
yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm doing it like the song before, just doing a wide zoom, so like the live stream gets like the full concert experience.
So you have your
Okay.
contact in that's like, it has like a little pop-up window that's showing your live stream through augmented reality, right? So you're able
Yeah.
to see what's going on. Excellent. As that drone starts shifting backwards, you notice another drone kind of shift in front of it. It's the drone with the skull painted on it in your live stream. It slowly kind of turns towards the front of your drone, just kind of like staring at your drone for a moment. Whereas yours is drifting back to get more of the screen.
It's like I get my drone to like move out of its range because I don't want it in my shot. Get out of my shot!
What are you doing, drone?
GearJammer.
Photographer's worst like enemy is like random people getting in your shot.
Hey, dude,
What's funny
sit
is that
down.
you can see this-
Sit
you can see
down.
the skull
Look,
just
your
come out
head
of
is
Did
in
you
my
ever figure
camera.
out who had the yeah? Did you ever figure out who owned that drone, GearJammer?
You're just outside smoking.
GearJammer, your comlink is going nuts in your pocket.
Gets a cigar in his mouth, pulls it out real quick. Busy!
Fine.
Nokia? Is that what it is? Like you have an actual external.
What rating is your comlink? Do you know what rating your comlink is?
Let me check
Let me look.
down.
Because there's like different levels of comlink that you can obtain.
I don't know.
Mine's
I got a
three.
Hermes icon.
Yours is a 3?
Yours is
Yeah.
That's pretty
don't-
that's pretty average comlink.
I don't know what mine is because I got
I don't
visual.
know what mine
Hang on.
Too complicated. My older one was better.
BioWare, Bio.
No
I'm
matter,
gonna find out.
no matter what
Right down
comlink
rating
you
for
have,
it.
they all keep doing weird jacked up things.
Yep.
I think that's where we got the name Jack.
Yep.
Jacked up.
BioWare. Jesus, Mother Mercy.
Victoria Brown
It
in
would-
chat really wants you guys to kill this drone.
Drone.
Drone that drone.
For anybody that knows Vic, that is definitely the more direct approach for Vic. Kill it, ask questions later.
Oh my word, this is insane how far back I gotta try to find this.
Lady
thing.
V,
Crap.
a drink drone comes to your and Cypher's table and starts setting drinks down onto your table, and a little pop-up message comes up, and it's a couple of these guys from the table, like two tables over, and they look like, you know, little holographic images of them. It's like, hey, this is on us, guys, and they wave to you, and then the hologram comes up, and then the drone goes, just drifts back off.
What quality
Well, it may have.
liquor is this?
One of them is like
Michael,
glowing
just so you
neon
know,
green.
Liquid Nova Coke.
Service rating on my comlink is a 5.
Oh, you got a nice comlink. It's definitely not a Nokia.
I had money.
Yeah, it's definitely not Nokia.
Yeah.
Hey, Nokia, them things are bricks. Even Jack couldn't break a Nokia.
True.
Challenge accepted.
Excellent. Yeah, so you guys just get you get some drinks dropped off. Some of them are glowing different neon colors as you get them. They smell very nice tasting, kind of fruity drinks. They definitely smell like they've got some alcohol in them. That's for sure.
Victoria doesn't approve.
I'll try it. What do you think there, Cypher?
You're gonna have it.
Sorry, I'm looking for my comm link. I don't know what it is.
Yeah,
Yeah, I have no idea what mine is.
If you
I think
go
mine
to
is a five,
gear
too.
in
I
your
think
comm
mine's
link,
a
there should be gear and there should be a comm link chart.
Oh,
And whatever
I see.
you have, there should be a rating like beside it. It should be like 1 through 8 or 1 through 10 or I can't remember exactly.
1 through 6.
Oh, 6.
Go 1 through 6.
Yours is a 6?
Mine's
So you have the
6.
best
yeah,
one.
So you have like the state of the art upgraded really,
Transys Avalon comlink,
Yeah.
comlink, device rating 6,
yeah,
right?
you got it.
Wow.
You have an
Okay.
excellent
Yeah,
comm link.
6.
Yes.
Wonderful. I am pleased.
I'm sending a little small like message to Miss Lady V, and it just says Nova Coke, careful, you may pass out, party hard.
Sometimes I have no idea what Kill.Switch means.
They're my forget-me-nows, Michael.
I think mine's a 6 too. Now that I'm looking at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we all got initially 6, which makes sense that if you have 3, then yeah, it's pretty average.
Lady V, if you'd like to make a judge,
It was on sale.
Judge intentions roll, you may on these guys at this other table.
Oh, okay. How do I do that?
You see your judge intentions listed on the top left of your character
Oh,
sheet. Whatever
yes,
number
yes,
that
I
is
do.
how many dice you roll.
Let's see.
I don't drink it. I just take the drink. I've been drinking ginger ale all night. I'm staying sober.
Oh, you're drinking these?
No, I'm not.
You're
I'm
not?
drinking my ginger ale. I just say thank you.
You say thank you, kind of slide the glasses over towards Lady V. Oh, man.
3 successes, no failures.
3 successes, no failures? These guys seem like Lady V, you're a very attractive woman. You've dealt with this many times. These guys look like they're just out to have a good time. You don't really feel like any malice involved with these drinks that they ordered you. They think they're just trying to get, just trying to smooth this over so maybe one of them can maybe dance with you later on in the show,
I'm gonna give them my autograph. I'm gonna pull out my autograph label and just hand it to them.
Oh,
That's
you're gonna walk it over to
You
him?
do that.
Yeah, why not?
I'm gonna stay at the table with your drink.
You're that Cypher from the vlogs, right?
Yes, that's me.
Oh wow! Oh, that's amazing. I'm Jimmy.
Hi, Jimmy.
It's nice to meet you.
You too.
Wow. He starts you can't tell like
Thank you
fully,
for
but
the drinks, but like
super nervous.
I'm working, so I can't drink right now. But thank you. Here, you can have autograph instead.
Oh, dude. And then just like look at it, he's like sharing it with his buddies, and you kind of slip off as he's doing that, and he just the whole like as you go and you sit back down, you notice that he's got his hand like on the table like this, and he's just kind of like staring at the picture. Then he looks over at you, then stares at the picture, and then looks back at you.
I have more fans. It's so good. Remember to subscribe. Thank you.
Smash that like button.
Smash that like button. Hit the subscribe button.
Immediately, you get 4 new subscriptions. Just blinking your AR.
Yeah. Cypher, I need to update one of you from my office. The one you gave me is pretty old.
Oh yes, I have new print. I give you my newest one that I haven't given out yet.
And I go into my bag and give you a autograph.
In honor of Vic in the chat, you all both get a video of the bear, the wildfire bear, saying only you can stop forest fires.
Yeah, my new print is her in like this something that probably Lady V would like. It's like the long like witchy sleeves, like black mesh. Yeah, she's wearing like a completely different outfit, like just all black.
Oh, darling, I love your taste in this. You look fabulous.
Thank you. I was inspired from you, V-Senpai. It was so good.
Oh, wonderful.
Awesome. Lady Vallette and Cypher, make perception checks for me, please. Perception.
What are we doing perception
This is
checks?
perception and intuition. It's a skill. If you don't have it, you just roll your intuition.
I just rolled my intuition.
Yeah, me too. 2 successes, no failure.
Oh wait, that's 3. I need 4.
Jack is just sitting up against the wall, and I'm like a teenager on their phone, just like
1 success, no failure.
You guys
narrating everything.
1, 5, 3 3s.
Excellent. You guys notice? You can start to hear a kind of hovering over Lady V's left shoulder, about 8 feet away. There's a drone that has a skull painted on it. It's just kind of just tilted down, and it's just looking towards you. Just hovering.
Can
there.
I do like a scan with my comlink for like a serial number or a link number to link it to back to somebody?
What is that?
I think that would be something that you would have to get as like that would be a GearJammer thing, I believe.
Or I'd have to be in the Matrix.
You'd have to be in the Matrix. Yeah, you're not going to get like just a random serial number off of just a quick Matrix Google search.
Okay.
There is something like a sensing that's like Matrix sensing.
Resonance? That's my
No,
sense.
it's like what is a sensing the skill for it?
Astral and logic, maybe?
There's something like that for
Intuition.
Matrix sensing. Oh,
Data
Matrix
processing.
There's Matrix Perception.
Yeah, sensing
perception
is
like looking for the a sensing.
Sensing is astral and intuition, so maybe there's
Something like that.
something equivalent.
Matrix.
Then it would be sleaze?
Yeah, sleaze is your ability to be like it's your like stealth in the Matrix. That's what sleaze is.
Well, 'cause-
Here's Matrix Perception. It's on page.
Well, there's
182.
the Matrix mental attribute equivalency, device rating versus residence.
Well, this Matrix Perception says this: legal. It is any outsider user or admin can use it. A successful test gives you information about the electronic functions and disappears from the Matrix until its reboot time is over.
So I would have to be in the Matrix to check this thing
You
out.
would have to be in the Matrix to do this. Yes.
Nah.
I'm gonna lift my glass up to my lips and quietly say, GearJammer,
You could.
could you figure out where this is from?
You could do a simple matrix search of the, like, you could do like a quick picture of the drone and put it on.
Yeah,
and,
like reverse Google search.
Just try to see what kind of drone it is. That's possible.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just do a Google search.
Okay, you're just kind of searching. Meanwhile, you guys both notice this thing is taking pictures of you.
Yeah.
I go like this.
I don't like
Are you posing? Yeah, that's great. Awesome. So let's do. This would be.
Lady Vallette, you said you were reaching out to GearJammer?
Yes, and saying, did you ever figure out who owns this drone? Yeah.
GearJammer will sort of pick up the thing on him real quick. Think is building. Not certain. Is with you?
I'm going. I'm taking a picture.
Okay, taking a picture up of the drone. You guys are click, taking pictures of each other. Sending them over.
You're German, right?
You get a bunch of searches back, and the best match that you can get, Cypher, is this is a Cyberspace Designs Quadro Rotor. It's a small drone, and it's a quadcopter, meaning it has the 4 propellers on it. It's mainly, what you can see from its description, it's kept with lightweight parts, and it's mainly a aerial surveillance and monitoring drone. But you do know to keep they can be sold as special models that can be equipped with an air-powered crossbow.
Oh.
That's under the item description on the search that you
Can I?
You would also probably both know that in the back of the truck, there are 2 of those.
Yeah.
GearJammer owns a couple.
Can I take a picture of the skull and Google search the skull?
Okay. You Google search the skull, and you get like over 45 million hits of images of skulls. From around the globe. All these weird skulls. You get some that are more like Aztec in design.
Get your calcium.
Some images of sugar skulls. You get some images of.
Could I narrow the search from the Google image, and it shows you images like this when I go into the Google search? Can I kind of narrow it down?
You narrow it. It gets to about half the amount, so about 20,000.
Okay.
It looks like a very poorly, hastily painted skull that even has drips coming down it. Almost like imagine, like when Punisher painted the skull on his shirt. He was just like slapped it on there, It looks like the person who did it isn't extremely artistic, but they were able to at least get the resemblance of the skull on there.
So I didn't do it.
Rolled one of them out.
Okay.
GearJammer's gonna sort of look at the guard who's outside smoking with them and the other 2 and just sort of say, excuse me a moment, must deal with something. I'm gonna walk a little ways away and sort of plop back down around the corner where I had zoned out before. Lady V.
Yes.
Should I take it? Is it a problem?
It's been monitoring us and taking our pictures, and you said it was bothering you. So, your call, darling.
Well, let us see who it is.
All right.
GearJammer's going to try to take it over.
I'll leave it up to you then.
Sweet. Here we go. Our first rigging.
I cough.
Michael's just been poking us with this thing all session, just like
somebody do something with this stupid thing.
I'm coughing over to Jack and be like, he's taking it.
It's kind of like when you have like a cat toy and you're just like balancing it above the cat's head for the hey, you gonna buy it, baby? Now. All right, so you're trying to
taking what?
Initial reaction was pull out the shotgun. Boom!
Is this the MacGuffin? Have we found the MacGuffin?
Okay,
No, it's the what's it called? The gun. What's the name of the gun? That if you mention it in the first act, you have to use.
What is that? Yeah.
I know.
Okay, so you're trying to hack into this drone.
Yep.
I need you to. What's your hacking of drones here? What do you have to roll? Rigging through Matrix.
Thank you, MG.
Jump into rig device.
So when it jumped into a drone, piloting plus intuition. Crashing. Why doesn't it say?
Control device.
Victoria is really adamant about this thing getting killed.
Yes.
I mean, if you watched her on Divinity with us on Thursdays, you'd
Yes.
understand why.
You understand why.
I am not getting a number.
Wait, is rigging any different than Matrix
It
stuff?
might
Because they have a
be-
bunch of.
It might be just a Matrix action hack.
Yeah, because I'm
What
looking
is
at
the
it. It looks like
Matrix?
all of these are very rigging.
Rigging can be done in
type of
AR and
stuff.
VR. Oh wait, cold sim, hot sim is 3d6.
Maybe that's maybe what this is. This is probably.
I would say here's what we're going to do. I would say we are going to be rolling. You're going to have to do kind of like what Cypher was doing to hack into this, using your Rigger command console's statistics. Because you're doing this with your command console, right?
Yep.
Okay. So basically,
Because,
you're trying to take over.
Jacked into the head.
You're trying to basically slave this drone onto your device.
Okay.
Okay. So what I'm gonna do is here's what I'm gonna do. Everybody around the board, since this is kind of an aggressive act that GearJammer is doing.
Yep.
Even if you're not in combat, I want everybody to roll initiative. Okay.
Initiative, okay.
For the folks watching at home, DJ Solo, who is not Kill.Switch, bites his tongue and his nervous system just gets a shock. And he is sped up for a bit.
He is what?
He's sped up for a bit because he has a central AR and nervous system. Gives him advantage on initiative. Now, will this go wrong? We have no idea.
That security guard that was over there is kind of talking to you. Oh, yeah, man, your set was really good. I could hear it through the door. I think this is like the third time I've seen you because I've been here. You know, I've been working a lot. What about you? What do you do? What's with the tie? Are you his like agent or something like that?
Well, that's an astute observation.
Yeah. He kind of takes another puff of his cigar.
He's like, yeah.
Well, I was just making sure, like, you know, some of these guys have like personal bodyguards and stuff like that, but you don't really look like a personal bodyguard to me anyway. I mean, no offense.
None taken.
I say as I bite my tongue, this whole conversation slows down. And I was like, man, it's taking this man a long time to talk.
No offense.
Bodyguards.
Sorry, how do we do initiative again? We roll it.
It's the number that you have for initiative and 1d6.
So
Unless you have
I roll that many dice, and then the 1d6 is the number I add to the.
Yep, to the number on the dice, and that's your.
So is it hits? Like how many hits?
No, it's just all together. The dice itself is a number plus whatever your number. So I have 20.
Okay, wait.
Mine's 10.
I'm confused. Do I add
your
all the
number-
dice?
What do you have on the dice? What number do you have all together on the dice?
Like all together?
Yeah.
I have a 5, a
God.
6, a 3, a 4, and a 2.
You're rolling too many
You
dice.
should only have one dice. It's 1d6.
Is it-
Mine's like 7 plus 1d6.
Yeah, so
Oh,
7
now I follow
plus
it.
your
So it's-
roll.
Oh, so I don't roll 5 dice.
No.
No, you just roll
You have
1d6.
5.
Okay.
I just
So
rolled
yours is 5 plus
12d6.
1d6.
Okay, I get it now. I thought I had to roll that. I thought I had to roll 5 dice plus a d6 and add that. That's
Yeah,
to the.
that's what I just
It's
did
a
too.
lot.
I've got a
It's lot
10
different.
initiative. I'm 10.
Wow, that's impressive.
I'm twice that.
16.
I'm 11. 5. Yes, 5 plus.
Sarah, you're muted.
Thank you.
Maybe-
My dog was barking.
Oh.
11.
I'm not sure where my initiative.
So everybody did better than Jack.
It must be under rigging. I'm not sure what.
Well, you know,
Yes, it was under
young people are so fast. Always hasty, never taking your time and thinking about things, you know?
Vehicle.
I don't know if we know this, but do we
Drones
know how
acting
old
on their
Jack
own
is?
have an initiative rank of pilot times 2.
Like 38.
You get 3d6 additional initiative dice for a total of 4d6 dice.
He's not even old.
Elf.
Times 2. Pilot times 2 or divided by 2?
It says pilot times 2.
Wow, that's pretty cool. I like that. I
Boom.
will take it. Pilot times 2 plus 3 dice.
Yeah, they move pretty quickly.
I apologize, guys. Sometimes it's hard to go back and forth on this PDF to find exactly where we got our abilities here. I need to make like a quick sheet to just have next to me. That would be more pilots. Okay. So what did you guys get?
11.
11 for Cypher?
11.
11 for Lady V.
Yes.
16 for GearJammer.
Whoa! 16.
Nice.
11 plus 5.
And you guys both had 10, right?
I had
Who's we
20.
both?
Kill.Switch and Jack.
He had
Kill.Switch at
double mine.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And you had 10 for Jack. Okay.
I can't go
drop
above a
and he
12.
catches it.
Kill.Switch.
Wait,
Yeah.
no, I can't go by
Kill.Switch, you
13.
watched GearJammer kind of disappear, leaving you guys with the security guard. What would you like to do? You only have you have a major, and I think you have a few minors.
Yeah,
Unless you choose to just kind of.
Here's the problem, though.
Let's see what
I have
happens.
to go. I have to go over to him to prep anything, so I'm going to take this time.
The security
to
guard
just
is standing
use-
right next to you. You guys are all standing
know,
like in a
he's
little
slowly-
circle about 4 feet away from each other, just hanging out, smoking a
I,
cigar.
s- I s- I see this conversation just kind of slow down, and I take all 3 actions to move over to GearJammer, and I'm just gonna stand next to him with my hand out, like, if we're doing this, give me my sword.
Awesome. So he's basically
Why do we
holding
need a
his hand
sword? It hasn't happened yet.
out. GearJammer.
Nothing's
I'm already
happening.
sensing danger of jumping into a skull device. I'm like, this is about to go south.
GearJammer, it's your turn. He's holding his hand out. He wants his sword back.
I'm trying to see here what. You're saying I got my action thing pulled up here. Trying to see what. Mother of mercy. What?
Hope you guys
All
out
right,
in chat are
Captain.
enjoying yourselves. This is fun. I'm having a good old time.
Okay.
I'm assuming handing over is the same as pick up.
Is
put
is
down
readying,
object?
yeah. It would be a
Okay.
major
It
action.
would be a major action.
Yeah.
Okay. How many major actions do I get in a round?
You only get one.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't be able to try to take it over this round by handing him his weapon. But you guys really didn't spark anything just yet.
Yeah, it's.
Could you open your arm and let him reach in?
Yeah, I could do that on my next turn.
Yeah.
Because it's a minor
Yeah.
action to activate.
Yeah, he would have to grab it, to physically grab it. That's considered readying a weapon, so that would be your major action to basically grab it out of his arm.
That's fine. We got time.
Yeah, so what?
It's like R2-D2. It has like this little thing that like shoots it out.
GearJammer's going to reach up in minor action, just tap a little spot on his biceps. A little door like pops open a little bit.
Okay, so you're opening
And then-
a minor action to open up your.
Yeah.
So this compartment opens up on GearJammer's arm, and there's a sword hilt that sticks out of it.
And then I'm going to use my my major action to try to jump into this thing.
Okay. We're gonna call this a brute force. It's under matrix actions.
Okay. Let me see if I-
I'll get that. I got it for you. Hang
And
on.
I believe you use the stats of your RCC. So whatever.
Brute
rigor-
force, illegal cracking plus logic.
Do you have the cracking skill?
No, because it wasn't one that was recommended for riggers.
I wonder how. how we
It
do
might be electronics plus logic.
Yes, we'll call it electronics plus logic.
Okay, so
And
let's see
it
here.
is going to roll against it.
Okay, where is my using logic? You said using the stats of my rigging thing. Sorry, I'm jumping between so many different screens here.
Oh yeah, I gotta jump between rigging and gear as well.
So where's my thing here? So what? So I add my device rating. Is dice
yeah.
roll as well?
Is it?
I don't know. It
Well,
doesn't say
jacking,
anything.
you're not jacking in. You're using the device to jack in, correct?
Right.
Yeah. What does your device say? What is the stats on the device?
So looking at the
I
device,
would
it
say
says.
you're gonna use your logic because that's your primary stat, right?
Yeah.
Plus your device's data, well, not data processing.
I've got device rating, data processing, firewall is the defense on it, I would assume.
Firewall's,
Yeah, firewall's
right.
defense.
Let's do
Yeah, it might be data processing.
let's just use data processing for now
Okay.
until we figure out what exactly we're doing for this. Because there is no ruling on it.
Well, part of the problem is we didn't give him his skills because he didn't use his karma.
Right. That's part of the problem.
So
too.
we'll do that for
probably would
next.
have
Yeah,
it.
because he probably would have
Would
some of this
have it.
stuff.
Yeah, so let's use data processing for right now, and this is going to be
Data
using-
processing and logic then?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're using the device.
Oh, okay.
It's firewall times 2.
Let's hope my data processing friend, that's firewall.
Man, I need to change my gear.
Okay, not great. 5 successes and 3 glitches.
Okay.
Are you trying to just control it manually with your RCC, or are you trying to take over it completely with your mind?
I'll phrase it, I'm thinking it's probably about the same thing because the RCC is literally in my cybernetic head.
Okay, perfect. You have overtaken the drone. And you're seeing
Okay.
Cypher and Lady V.
Bye.
Already there.
And you can also see that it has recorded and scanned this room. And there are several different file folders. 5 in particular. They are not named, but they say runner 1, runner 2, runner 3, runner 4, runner 5. And as you look into the folders, you notice there are files in 3 of the 5 of them. The other 2 only have files of slamming a door in the thing's face. They've got a hand and somebody's coat flapping. It tried to get some pictures of Kill.Switch and Jack as well, but it was unable to do so.
I didn't consent to having my information shared.
But it has uploaded.
Alrighty then.
It has uploaded also. There's an AR screen in the top left that is actually showing Cypher's live stream. So it is actually watching Cypher's live stream too.
Oh, it's a view! Give me that money! Give me that AdSense, Pete!
So
He's paying me to watch me! I love this!
whatever this thing is doing, it's taking great interest in all of you.
I love it.
Your employer.
Are you sending? So
And how many?
Just so we're clear, the text, like any sort of text messages or cyber networking, works on a different initiative, so we can send messages to each other much faster than we can react to things. Correct?
Yes. Yeah. Matrix.
So GearJammer's going to send all that information out. And how many minor actions do we get in a round?
It depends.
I get 2.
I get 1.
Now that
I
you're,
think I got one.
I think you only start out with 1, but there's other things that that enhance it. But if right now, I think you probably only have 1 minor action.
Okay, yeah, that's probably all I've got then. And that will be it. I'm just going to deal with that for now, and that'll end my go.
Chat is hilarious. I love chat.
Yeah.
They're mad at you guys for judging this drone.
I'm not judging it, I'm owning it. It's not my personal biatch.
Yeah, you now are driving around. You have this slave to your RCC, and you are now in control of this drone. Next up on our initiative order is the drone itself.
Oh, how does this work?
He tries to gain control again.
It's going to try to. It is. It's going to actually try to regain control of itself. So you're going to make your RCC has a firewall rating.
Yep.
Make that times 2. That's what you're going to roll.
Okay.
As this thing is
who's
trying to
using
take it
this?
back over.
He can probably search through its
Okay.
software later. It would be a different action to do that.
You could, we can all save it, like just say, like download the stuff that you just sent into our own save boxes, unless you have like a separate phone that you're doing stuff, and you have to use the device to do it. So like, right now, Cypher can just save and download all that information right now, because she doesn't use a physical device.
Oh, I like the way that looks. Come on. Oh, okay, not quite as nice. That is 6 hits, no glitches.
Nice.
Whoa.
You are still
Wow.
in control of the device, as it is unable to take back control of itself. Good. Trying to find the processing, the processors. Anybody know what? Or programs. Here it is. Page 184. See what else.
There's AutoSoft, there's Command Soft, there's like all those softs.
So you know what? It would have got an edge point on that. It would have spent it to make one of those a success, but it still wouldn't have been enough.
Oh.
So you are still in control of the device. It cannot make any minor actions. Cypher and Lady V, this is when you notice the screen cuts out and the music stops. And as the music stops, you watch the screen. It looks like some sort of home video starts playing. It's very poor quality. And it looks like Pio is there. And pretty much everybody stops dancing slowly and just like looks up towards the screen. And they see Pio just slowly stops and slowly looks back up at the screen. And it's her on the screen. And she's doing Nova Coke with some guys in business suits. And they're all giggling and giddy, and she's like flirting with them, and she's like all over this one in particular, this really
The CEO.
dapper looking, looks Korean in his descent. And she's just all over him. His hair's a little messed up. His tie's a little loosened and unbuttoned a little bit. And everybody's just like looking puzzled at this screen. And you can hear loudly through the speakers this giggling of Pio and these Keone entertainment executives just like having a blast, and then it gets real bad. It gets real bad, like so bad I can't even physically describe it here for everyone.
We're rated PG.
Yeah, we are a PG stream, but there is definitely a lot of nudity, and there is some, yes. And you hear
adult content.
Yes.
There is some livestock of very specific colors. Brown chicken, brown cows.
Yes, brown chicken, brown cow. Exactly. As this occurs, Payo is stunned. She's just standing there with her jaw basically hit the floor. Everybody is like standing still, unmoving, unsure of what to take. You see a couple parents brought their children to this concert, or like covering their eyes and their kids.
Can I don't know if this is still an initiative, but could I get the drone to cut away from the nudity so my live stream doesn't have the nudity?
Yes.
Get demonetized.
I don't want to be demonetized. So when it gets to that point,
Cypher and Lady V, it's your turn. So you guys go simultaneously. So you guys can kind of decide, you know, where you go and what you'd like to do. So it's a minor action to command your drone. So basically,
okay, minor minor action. Like I would focus on the coke and that, like the drugs. But once she starts like getting naked, before she gets naked, it cuts away and just kind of like goes down to Pile and the reaction of the crowd.
Okay.
I see that there's like the stuff that can happen out of initiative, right? So the A symbols can happen out of initiative.
What do you mean by symbols?
Right.
So
in the combat thing, the A's.
It says I's and there's A's.
Yeah,
so A is like anytime.
A is like
during the combat
anytime.
round.
Yeah, so it's like a reaction, kind of like in D&D. Or
Would
anytime.
I be able to use a reaction to switch command from the drone moving, following Cypher's orders, and just playing the Benny Hill music?
Sure.
Wait, what? So it doesn't listen to me, so it stays on the nudity?
I would do it after you turn to the audience to just make my reaction to switch to just playing the music.
Okay.
To deaden the sound of the
Gotcha.
the stuff that's going on in the background.
I understand.
Yeah.
I understand.
And because of the speaker drone, it just kind of quakes because there's no sound in this auditorium, I'm feeling, so it's just that sound.
Yeah, there is sound now, but it's the sound of a good time being had.
Yeah.
Make sure the volume's up.
The sound of race cars.
So Cypher, you still have a major action, I believe. If you like, we're still kind of in initiative, even though there's not really. It's not like, you know, I just rolled this because I knew GearJammer was trying to do something aggressive towards the drone, so that's why I put us in initiative, because I didn't know how that was going to all pan out. So. Victoria still wants you to kill that drone.
Here's a question. Am I able to also access the drone if GearJammer is? If I were to go into... Or would I be pushing him out?
Yeah.
I think you'd be pushing him out.
Can I ask him to...
Oh my god.
You guys remember that scene at the end of Happy Gilmore with the big guy with the golf movie where he's like, I believe that belongs to Mr. Gilmore.
Hey, you leave Mr. Keefe alone. Richard Keefe, man, Jaws.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Can I just give my... Yeah, I think I want to try and go in and give myself admin access to this thing.
You might cause GearJammer to take a little bit of dump shock.
Oh, I don't want to hurt him then. No, never mind.
Because being
Sorry, I
pushed
didn't know
out
it
of
would
the
hurt
device,
him.
you know, he could leave it on his own.
No, it's okay. I won't do that.
Okay. Sure. Lady V.
Lady V, figure out what you
want to. If you guys are both kind of doing this simultaneously, so you guys can decide what you want.
Okay. Well, I've got this thing called vocal control, so I'm gonna augment my voice and say, "Oh Lord, that is terrible. Look at the children."
So this is super loud. Like it's super loud.
Yeah, I can augment my loud, quiet, resonate, or some person I want to imitate.
Go ahead.
So I'm just gonna go ahead.
Oh
Lord,
Wow.
Go ahead
that is terrible. Think of the children.
Roll charisma, persuasion, and I'm gonna give you a point of edge in this situation. So you can add an edge point to your total, because you definitely have edge. For this.
And that is my
Oh, my.
and my persuasion.
My star.
Do declare.
Right.
This has been the best. What a blast.
Ooh, that is good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 successes, 2 failures.
7 successes, 2 failures. Oh wow, the crowd is with you. You see all these mamas getting together like, oh my gosh, I cannot believe I ever let my daughter watch her videos and listen to her music. This is terrible. What an outrage. Oh my goodness. Oh, and they all start like, you see like, it's almost like a riot is about to ensue in here. As people start, there's people like wadding up old wet napkins and like throwing them up onto the stage at Pio. And a couple of them strangely start spinning around in a weird airy vortex and then fly back out into the crowd.
Can I use my major action to go into my live stream and edit like a breaking news K-pop scandal here at New Orleans, like just at the bottom of the screen?
Yes.
You immediately become a reporter.
That's an edit.
Dun, 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 dun.
That's an edit file, right?
Yeah, on my own live stream.
On your own, so you wouldn't have to hack it. You just roll your edit file.
Okay, let me pull that up.
And we'll make this kind of like her influence kind of roll. See how many viewers are tuning in during this time. That'll be what your roll determines. To see how big of an influence this makes.
Okay.
Well, GearJammer's just watching Cypher stream on this drone he's taking control of.
Oh no.
You're all getting messages right now saying, job done, exit time now.
Yes, pretty much.
Then you get a response back. Files on all of us.
Delete them, please, darling.
So six successes, 2 failures.
6 successes, 2
Just shred the files.
6 successes is good. You notice, Cypher, you're noticing your viewer count go up by about 20,000 people.
Hell yeah!
As you're flashing this breaking news flash. Now you feel like you could have influenced a little bit more, but you can see that your hashtag that you're applying to this is definitely getting some credit out there on the Twitterverse. as people are tuning in to your live stream and hooking into this.
Oh yeah.
Excellent.
I think I'm going to be focusing on that for my next 2 turns.
Excellent. Jack.
Are we still in initiative?
Yeah, we're still in initiative.
Yeah.
Jack, what would you be doing right now?
So, how long have you been a security guard? Is this your dream?
You know, I've been doing this about 3 years, but you know what? This definitely wasn't. You know what? My mama used to tell me that I could be anything I wanted. And I didn't take her seriously. I wish I would have just listened to her. Because she was very wise. And unfortunately...
As mamas are.
Unfortunately, she passed away not too long ago, and I just can't go back and get that wisdom anymore. Do you have any wisdom for me?
The wisdom's in you.
Really?
Mm-hmm. You just have to find it.
All this time?
All this time.
Wow. He tilts his mouth to the side and blows a big puff of smoke from his cigar out.
And I'm just trying to distract him while those two get swords out of each other's arms or whatever they're doing.
Easily done. He is very much distracted with that roleplay. Actually, he's so distracted that GearJammer and Kill.Switch get a point of edge.
Oh, sweet.
Good job.
Nice.
All right. You guys all hear panic happening from inside. Lady V and Cypher, you guys noticed the guy with the green mohawk that was behind the stage is freaking out. He is going nuts. And he's like, you can see him, cut the power, cut it off, cut it all off. And he's just like screaming up. He's like waving up towards the glass windows up above as they're trying to get this feed cut. The guy up in the booth is trying to overtake and get into. He already has admin access because he's an admin of this file. He is trying to basically. He gets in. Oh, what? No way. This file's encrypted. What? Oh, gonna have to.
Oops!
Did I do that?
Enhance!
And just like him like logging in that time and finding out, like, he's clicking on this file and it will not open. Encrypted file. It just keeps on popping up. Encrypted file. You don't have the correct access. What do you mean I don't have the correct access? I'm running the board.
I'm the new admin now.
I am the captain now.
He can't get access right now, so he basically wastes his turn trying to get into these folders that he cannot get into. So that brings us back up to the top of the round, which is Kill.Switch.
I want to take this time while chaos is ensuing to F the shit I'm out and do a Hannah Montana. I would like to go grab the sword, duck off somewhere, and turn back into Kill.Switch.
Close my arm!
It takes too many actions to do so.
Arm is still open.
I'm just gonna change it back. It's a Kill.Switch.
Turn into Kill.Switch. Okay.
It's like leaving the toilet seat up. Like...
GearJammer, you're up.
Okay, so it is a minor action to give an instruction to the drone.
That's correct.
So I'm going to issue the command to delete all 5 of the files. Just wipe all record of them.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
So that is, we'll call that edit file.
Okay. And should I roll it the same way? Just do the
Electronics plus, yeah, it would probably be your data processing plus logic.
Oh, okay.
Or, yeah, that's right.
Okay, so...
And the way, since you're in control of it, it will not be rolling against you, but your amount of hits will determine how many files are deleted.
Oh, okay.
As it begins to start deleting, because there's a lot of files on here. So it's going to take a little while for it to start kind of deleting through.
Yeah, let's see there. Yeah, that's not... Oh, come on, finish rolling. Oh, okay, that's only 5 successes, 3 glitches.
5 successes.
Yep.
Oh.
It's pretty good.
That is pretty good.
That's actually pretty good.
Basically, you have successfully deleted all 5 of your files.
Nice.
You watch as the folders just vanish. And there's that trash can noise. As each one of them are left off of your scanning desktop that you're looking at through the... you can still see the live stream is still running in the top corner. So you deleted the files, but the live stream
Keep the live stream up!
is still feeding.
And then... let me see here. What do I have for major? Okay. Was it? I think that's gonna. So I've got something called use simple device.
Yeah.
Because I know we did activate. Oh, that was activate focus. Hey, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead as bloody heck. Just gonna, as I'm still sitting, keeping my mind in the drone, just sort of take my fists in the gloves that I wear, just sort of punch the two metal pieces together, and just in case, get my shock gloves ready in case they're needed.
Okay. So you activate your shock gloves.
Yep. Just hit the two metal pieces that go across the knuckle parts here.
The
Bang them together a few
security
times.
guard talking to Jack's kind of like, what was that?
It was a rat.
A rat. Man, these rats are getting crazy nowadays.
Yeah, as big as puppies.
Some of them are. Don't wander off into those alleys, especially down there by the river, man. They get bad.
Yeah.
The drone is going to try to take it back over, GearJammer. You know,
Okay.
Roll that. Your.
All them 12 dice again.
Because it can't run anything until it takes back in control of itself. So.
Oh. That's right.
Man, you guys are.
10, not 12.
You guys are rolling a lot better than I am tonight.
Let's see here. Okay, so that's. Okay, that's 10. Okay, that's 2 hits, 2 glitches.
2 hits?
Oh.
2 glitches?
I think that's an official glitch.
Is it?
No, it has to be more than half of your dice pool.
More.
Oh, half of the pool.
Half of the pool.
Okay, yeah, so I rolled 10 dice.
Yeah, so it'd have to be 5. It'd have to be 6 ones for you to glitch.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
You get dumped out of the drone.
Oh, wonderful.
So we need to see the rules for dump shock.
Oh no.
Because you have been removed from control of this drone. Dump shock. What page is dump shock on?
Give me a second, I'm jumping over.
Dump shock.
Dump shock is gonna happen. Riggers and dump shock. Dump shock 176. Probably in the matrix section. 176. Rules for dump shock. We're gonna find you. Dump shock. Damage value for dump shock is 3 stun.
Ooh.
Oh, that's beatable.
You resist it with willpower.
Oh, just
Willpower is a
straight
skill?
Just willpower?
Just willpower.
Oh.
As if it weren't enough, you're also disoriented, so you cannot gain any edge on actions for 10 minus willpower minutes.
Oh, Jesus.
Sweet.
Yikes.
So I need you to roll your willpower to resist this 3 stun damage.
Does that mean that whoever he stole the drone from is also in dump shock?
They probably are.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
If there was,
That's assuming if it's a person.
if there was somebody
Can I-
inside.
Oh yeah.
Now, can I add edge
Those
points to
eyes.
this roll?
Could you add edge?
Yeah.
You could spend edge. Yes, I believe you can. I think you can spend edge at any time.
You just can't get any.
Yeah, you just wouldn't be able to get any afterwards for 10 minus your willpower minutes.
Oh, and Cypher, remember you can't gain more than 2 edge.
Yeah, I already used them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I am going to burn both of my edge points because that is the only way that I'm going to have a shot at making this roll.
Okay.
Because my willpower is 2.
2. Okay. So what you're spending 2 edge to do what?
So can I spend edge points to add additional dice?
It says
No, just for successes.
it says under where it says spending edge on page 46. If you go to page 46, there is
Okay, let me jump over there.
you can spend 1 edge to reroll 1 die, add 3 to your initiative score, or use one of the edge actions that are worth 1. There's 2 edge boosts, plus 1 to a single die roll, give an ally 1 edge, negate 1 edge of a foe, use an edge action.
Oh, so,
You see, there's a bunch of things that you can do, so you have to decide.
Okay, give me a second.
Buy 1 automatic hit for 3 edge.
Right, so you can use
that's not
6. You can use 6 edge to get 2 hits.
Yeah, I got 2 edge. So yeah, I'm gonna roll this, but I cannot make it. I only have 2 will.
Oh no.
X.
That's 2 hits.
2 hits? So you're going to take one box of stun damage as you are dumped out of this, and you sort of kind of wobble back from your RCC. You look disoriented, and you look towards. You can see standing in front of you now, kind of backing away and walking away, is your buddy Kill.Switch, and he's no longer in his DJ garb. So for the next 8 minutes, you cannot gain edge.
Oh, okay.
And you have been successfully dumped from the drone. The drone, now using that as its major action, has 3 minors. It begins to move away from Lady V and Cypher. It's backing away, and you guys can see it is taking pictures again. But it is moving back with some haste. And that's the end of its turn. Lady V and Cypher, you guys are both up.
Okay, I'm gonna use that same action to do some more hashtags and more breaking news posts and link them to my.
Okay.
Do we hear that it's taking on pictures? Okay.
Do you want me to take it down?
No.
No, I guess not.
Okay.
Seems like a lot of the crowd is starting to leave the facility.
Why don't we
Leaving is probably best.
Why don't we take a stroll there, Cypher?
Yeah, I'll get up while I'm using my contact to do what I'm doing.
Okay. I'll just get up and start walking out with Cypher.
Okay, that's better. It's 7 plus minus 7 successes, 3 failures.
You currently have 150,000 people watching
Gaining
your
more and more
live stream,
following.
and there's all these
wow
emojis are just like going skyrocketing on all sides of this thing. Like, people are like, wow, I can't believe it. People are like commenting on the bottom of your live stream and stuff, and they're like starting, you can see the influence rising on, oh, Payo is so disgusting, I can't believe that she would do this, blah blah blah, and all these like different messages and comments are being posted onto your video.
Okay, then I just follow Lady V.
All
V
right,
senpai.
Epic.
where's Lady
Yeah,
V
we're gonna
leaving?
ask. Where's my tab? I'm gonna be heading out this door with, is this a doorway with security in it?
Yeah, it would be a minor action to move that way. It's not a doorway, there's just some security guards. Looks like this is the VIP section.
Oh.
So they're just standing there asking people for their VIP badges.
Oh, okay.
But now
so
they're
I'd
kind
have
of,
to
they're like
actually-
watching the screen and they're like, whoa.
So how do we
They're
get
just
out of-
staring at the screen.
Okay. So I'm gonna.
Yeah, their phones.
I'm gonna go, excuse me, gentlemen, and try to squeeze past them.
They're like, they don't even look at you. They're like, yeah, sure.
Okay, and then I'm gonna make my way to the front of the building
Okay, so
and
you're
hope to leave.
basically, you guys are using the rest of your action to do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Sure. You guys walk down some steps, past the ladies' room. You can see that there's a crowd of people walking out through the doors now as people are exiting the concert. Jack, you're standing outside talking to the security guard still.
Yeah. Seeing that everyone's making their exit, I'm gonna, been good, remember? It's all on you. You can do it.
I think, I've been eyeing a few other jobs. I think I'm gonna just go ahead and put in an application. It's worth a shot.
Give it a try. You got nothing to lose,
Sure. Thank you. Make sure you thank your friend for the cigar again.
I'll let him know. Pat, pat. I'm out.
Great conversation.
Oh, yeah.
You guys start to walk down.
He was a nice gentleman.
Lady V and Cypher.
Yes.
You guys start to hear this loud banging sound coming from inside where you just left. Cypher, you could probably see it over your shoulder as you guys were walking out. It looks like you can't. It looks like there's some kind of vortex of energy, like swishing below the monitor, and it looks as if this thing is punching at the screen, and it's breaking some of the screen. And you can see that part of the screen where the pixels used to be are blacked out. Like it's blacking out some of the screen. Like this thing is just punching at it and slamming into it. The other guy upstairs is going to try to hack into the encrypted video.
Okay. That one's easier to hack into than the sound.
Video was 4, right?
Yep.
Okay. Boy.
Is we been hacked?
He's typing away. Encrypted file. What? He is hacking away, but he cannot get into your file. He rolled 3 hits.
Oh, buddy!
He was unable to hack back
so
into the
close.
video, so the video continues to play, even though this air
Dom.
spirit is crushing at this screen and just slamming into
And the
it.
sound is still continuing to play because the sound has 6.
Absolutely. Pio now is running off of the stage, and it looks like Grinder takes his jacket off and kind of places it over top of her as he's moving her backstage. As this is all taking place, people are throwing things. You see a couple like glasses get thrown up there, like liquor glasses, and they shatter onto the stage as people are getting super irate at all this. Kill.Switch.
Well, first I check to see if Jack is following us.
Yeah, it looks like Jack is kind of blending in with some of the crowd as they're kind of moving out.
I'm just gonna submerge through the area and just kind of grab Jack and Jill and start walking on over to the car.
You both notice this as you're walking over to the car. There's another drone exiting the parking garage.
Oh, snap. Okay, reasonably speaking, because move is a minor action, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Would I then be able to move again and then attack the drone?
Do you have another minor? Well,
I have 2 minor and 1 major.
You can't use a minor to move. You can still attack the drone, but it would be probably right now. It would be probably like far range for you. And
Far range? Yeah. I don't have anything really. I have my gun, but I would have to tap his thigh to get it out. Yeah. So no, never mind.
Currently it's Mardi Gras, and there's like bumper to bumper traffic out here, and there's a bunch of people like walking with you guys in the street.
Yeah, don't start shooting in the streets. We're trying to be discreet.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep on using the rest of the action to just keep on pushing them to the car. Okay. But I will take a picture with my my Lynx comm of the drone.
And as you guys do get it, it looks very similar to the one that GearJammer was taking over inside. GearJammer, it's your turn.
So is Kill.Switch leading me away, leading me and Jack away?
Yeah, to the car.
Okay. I'm just going to sort of reach up and reach down and put one hand on his shoulder. And just, I can see the drone coming down as well.
Yeah, you can see the drone coming out.
I'm just going to look down. You are my eyes. I will take it. And I'm going to try to hack into that one.
Okay.
Oh, great.
Yes.
Here we go, buddy. Let's roll up some dice. Now, during this time, I would be during this time, we're supposed to compare attack ratings to defense ratings, but because I know that the attack rating and defense rating isn't going to be a difference of 4, they're kind of very similar right here. That's why I'm not asking you or not awarding edge, because you have to be like, there has to be like a 4 difference between the two.
Right.
So you guys are pretty, these drones aren't little run-of-the-mill drones that you're trying to take over.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a good roll.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 successes.
Oh, not as good as yours.
2 misses.
Yeah, you have now taken over this drone, which is also streaming the live stream from inside.
Hell yeah, another Mew!
And it also has several files on it.
Can you tell who's watching it?
Yeah, so as a minor action, I can issue 1 command to the drone.
Yeah.
Can I order the drone to give me the information on its owner?
You try to. It seems that file is encrypted. You'd have to hack it.
Ooh.
And then something tells me that's a major action to do, so
Yes.
that puts me out.
Yeah, they do have a file. That you do discover the file, but it is encrypted. It is going to need to be hacked to get in.
Them encryption files, though.
And that ends for me.
That ends for you. All right, Lady V. Oh no, the drones. This drone immediately tries to take back over, as it is not in control of itself.
So I'm gonna roll my firewall. Don't knock me out again.
Oh no.
Oh no.
We were doing so well.
Oh no.
Have you been dumped?
Back down here.
Just dumped out of the system.
0 hits. 6 glitches.
Oh.
That's a critical glitch.
Oh what?
Oh
That's a
no.
critical glitch.
That's more than half my dice pool.
And with no hits, that makes it a
Jesus.
critical glitch. That means it's even worse.
Oh gosh.
No, is he like dead?
That's enough.
Glitches and critical glitches. There should be a chart. There was,
Is he dead?
He's not dead.
He's not dead, no. I wonder if it's in the running of the game. It should be in here.
You might be like
something.
incapacitated for a while.
Oh, yeah, let's see.
Really, really bad.
Might be brain dead.
Social glitch, melee glitch.
He's huge.
44.
Who's gonna carry him?
Oh no.
Glitch. I'm looking
For
at
the folks playing at home,
glitch ideas.
this is
Matrix glitch. Oh, driving glitch.
Bad as it gets.
yeah, you guys. This is the longest I've ever played a Shadowrun game with no critical glitches.
Wow.
Oh.
Really? They happen more often?
They happen way more often than you think.
Spike Gooball says he or she is surprised it took so long to happen.
Oh boy.
It's a fun one.
Oh, I know. Michael found something good.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your willpower to avoid dump shock.
The drone commands you.
Yeah.
Oh no, not Ting Ting.
0, so you take 3 stun damage from dump shock.
Oh, that's definitely a negative one now.
We add to your total, so that's 8 minutes. So now you're up to 16 minutes not being able to gain edge. And you have been identified as a known threat.
Oh, wonderful.
And your information has now been shared with whoever is controlling this drone.
Well then.
Oh no.
Your heat score will increase at the end of this session.
Oh no.
Wunderbar.
I can fix that for you.
I was going to say, maybe Cypher could help with that.
Well, you can fix Overwatch score. You can't fix heat.
Oh.
What's worse?
We have to get him a new identity if we want to fix his
Your Overwatch
heat.
score is currently 20.
I can fix that.
Okay?
Yes, that you can fix.
And it has to be fixed. It doesn't go down.
Yes.
Alrighty then.
So the Matrix is aware of GearJammer's taking over of drones as this drone is able to regain control of itself.
Does GearJammer tell us that he's been identified?
Does he know that he's been identified?
Yeah, that's a good point.
You probably would be well aware of your...
Given the fact that splitting headache I have right now.
Yeah, you have a splitting headache, and after both of this happened, you're pretty sure that whatever is controlling these, or whoever's in charge of these, they may even know your physical location right now.
Wonderful.
Could have just left it alone.
The other drone is just leaving the facility. It goes out the front door.
With us.
Yep.
Okay.
It doesn't look like it's even recording you.
Okay.
Looks like it's facing away, and it's doing everything in its power to move. That's all it does. It sprints. Lady V and Cypher, you guys are back up.
Okay. What do you want to do, Cypher?
Can we go into the washroom?
Yes, that's a good idea.
I don't want people seeing me. I'm gonna go pee, okay? And I'm gonna go into the washroom.
You go into the restroom?
Yep.
Sure.
Girls go into the washroom in pairs, so that makes sense.
Yeah, that's why I want her to come with me.
There is a
Social concepts.
There's a teenage Korean girl in the corner. She's sitting down and she is just weeping and crying into her hands.
Can you comfort her, please?
I'll be right back. And I'm gonna go into the toilet and try and go into the Matrix to get into my resonant form cleaner.
Okay.
Complex form cleaner.
Okay.
Now may not be the great time to do this.
Okay. So
It doesn't give me Overwatch when I'm a cleaner.
Yeah, but the thing is, we're already being detected, so now somebody may be looking for you doing this.
That's why I'm in the toilet.
That's not how the Matrix works.
So she's in. So you're jacking in is a minor action. I believe it's a minor action to jack in. So you're gonna use your. Does it just cost a major action to do the complex form? Is that all? Is that all it takes? With
I think
your rule set?
so.
Okay.
I think so. Let me check.
For everybody that's watching, some of you might know, but in Shadowrun, each character type has its own specific kind of rule sets that go along with it. So each of our characters are having to access different chapters of the book to locate where their rule sets are and what they're capable of doing and things like that.
Kaplan urges us to find out who owns those drones.
Where do I find that?
Should be under at the end of the Matrix chapter. I think is where complex forms are. Let me.
Oh yeah. Okay. I have the complex form. I just don't know where it says what the action is.
Probably under Matrix actions. Maybe under the Matrix chapter, Matrix actions. not?
I know I have a Matrix initiative.
Complex forms, page 189.
Yeah, I'm on both chapters, but I'm not seeing if it's like major.
Okay. I would just say you.
Oh, there it is. Major. So I guess it would be because like I'm not editing anybody's file. I'm just doing
You're just shifting
complex
your
form.
form. Yeah. So you're just shifting your form. So I would say that would probably just be you just do it because there's no. It doesn't say there's an action to do it.
Yeah, that's one of the tricky things about spirits and complex forms.
Yeah.
There's not really anything that happens for you to just do it.
Yeah,
You just
that's weird.
do it.
Yeah.
Okay, so I do have to roll to clean GearJammer's stuff.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that would be your
So-
cleaner. So electronics plus resonance test.
Okay.
And each hit will.
Who's
And each hit reduces by 1. What's wrong, Lip?
The only thing
who can? Does anybody contest this?
No.
See, this is the thing though. It says your Overwatch score.
Yeah, because I think you can only reduce your own. I don't think you can
only
reduce
do
somebody
your
else.
Oh, I can't reduce
I don't
his?
think you can do
Uh-uh.
his. Yeah, because it says your
Oh,
Overwatch
shit.
score by 1. So he can. There's things that he can do to reduce his, but it's probably going to have to take place at a later date.
Okay.
Right now, you guys
Then-
are in the middle of this this run where you're not really sure what's going to happen after this.
Okay, that might change things because I would have known that.
Yeah, you would have known that.
Could you find out who owns the drone? So stuff.
Yeah, maybe that's what I'll do. I'm gonna go see if I can see
I
where.
say let's get to someplace safe and then do it like at the apartment.
But then they'll know the location of our pod.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to find it.
I have the pictures of the drone. We can track the serial number.
Enhance.
That's exactly how it works there, Jackdaw.
Yep. Here's Pong.
Wow! This is
You're
thrilling.
gonna play Pong on your eye.
It's captivating.
Yeah. You can try to do it, Cypher, if you'd like to.
Yeah, can I like do a trace on this thing so I can find it whenever the fuck I want?
Sure. Where's the rules
Actually-
for trace?
Actually,
Trace icon. I'm assuming electronics plus intuition versus willpower, and sleaze or fireball
Okay.
or firewall.
Okay.
So I'm trying to. Yeah, I'm gonna try and trace.
Okay,
Yeah. Not as good, but we'll see what happens.
Question to help this. GearJammer has nano drones, right? That can specifically slap patches on things.
I think so.
Potentially.
He does if he has.
I have a track. I would imagine that would also be in your thigh.
Okay.
Well, I rolled
Man.
four hits, 2 glitches.
Two glitches. Oh, trace icon requires admin access. So
Yeah, so I think
you
I
would
can
have
use
to,
the.
You would have to either do
Oh.
a back door to this drone, or you would have to brute force it, much like GearJammer was doing.
Okay, so
Or I can put the tracker patch onto this drone if we can get the nano drone to catch up to it and slap it.
well, I don't know that. So I'm in the Matrix. It's already happening.
Well, he could send you the message, and you would get it in the Matrix.
That's
So
true.
you would still get it, but it's your call.
Well,
We'll leave it up to you.
No, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna brute force this thing.
Brute force it? Nice.
Yeah, I don't have any Overwatch score. Why the hell not?
Yeah, brute force it.
I will brute force.
You're just forcing your way into this drone.
Which means that's better than the other one, so that's fine.
Flooding it with requests, commands, queries, and other junk code in order to create an exploit.
Little Johnny Tables.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
Uh-oh.
3. So that's 5 successes, 2 failures.
I glitched.
What?
I glitched.
Oh no.
So
good for me, bad for you.
You have brute forced your way into this by basically overloading it with files. In the process, you have actually. How does it work for technomancers to like? How do they like download files from other things?
Oh.
How does it work? Because they're a living persona.
You can choose that, Christy. Does Cypher just hold an internal memory drive?
I think she probably has her own memory drive in the Matrix that's like highly encrypted. That
like a cloud.
It's probably, you know what? I'm gonna say it looks like this. It looks like my big ass drive that holds her pocket that she just like holds
AWS
up
bucket.
and it glows purple and green.
Yeah, as you brute force your way into this, not only are you giving you're giving addresses and information, you are also given grid guide locations like GPS, and you've actually stolen 5 files out of this drone that are now in your mental storage.
Yeah.
Including detailed information about this drone, where it was purchased, and all kinds of other information. You would have to spend some time and go through it because there's 5 file folders full of information.
Okay, I think that's all I can do because I can't exit host because I've already used my minor actions. So I'm just gonna sit here in the Matrix while I'm like looking at it.
Yep, you have confused this drone, and it is just passing out folders into you because it doesn't know what's going on. It thinks like something is friendly, and it's just like, oh, this is just like a downloading and uploading things over here. I'll just go ahead and upload these over here. It's just like handing off all these file folders.
Yeah, Victoria, you're right. Cypher just spams it with K-pop and cat cafe videos.
That's it. That's it. It's like, oh, how cute. Here, have a folder. Oh, here's another folder.
But it's J-pop, not K-pop, because Japanese.
Oh, yeah. Oh, look at that. That's a cute kitten. Here, have 2 folders.
Yeah.
It starts handing you files.
It's just like a repeating spam of my cat cafe video. It's just like constantly.
Excellent. Lady V, what are you doing during this?
I am just there, child. It'll be okay. And I hand her a hand.
I can't believe I was like, she was like my idol. I really looked up to her.
And sometimes the greatest can fall.
You see this? You see this? She holds up like a poster of Pio and just goes,
yeah.
Just rips it right down the middle and walks over, pushes open the stall, throws it in the toilet, and starts flushing.
That's a constructive way to get out your aggression there.
She storms out of the restroom.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I have an idea for you! You can come back!
She seems to be ignoring.
Follow Kanjani 8 though! They're way better than Pio!
Yeah, we need
you're
to,
pitching the wrong people.
I'm pitching a J-pop band.
They go up by 1 subscriber.
Hell yeah!
Anything else, Lady V?
No,
just
I'm
kinda
just waiting for just waiting for Cypher.
Jack, there's a drone floating outside. You guys have all spotted it.
Yeah. Has it seen me yet?
It looks like if you guys are walking towards the parking garage, it looks like it's flying to the left, like it's facing to the left. just seems to be hovering. Looks like it's going about as full speed as it can go.
I'm just trying to kind of blend in with the crowd here, be as bland as I can be.
Yeah.
To triangulate with the other guys to get where we're going.
So you're just kind of moving along as they're moving?
Yeah.
Okay. Nothing else you'd like to do?
Trying not to stand out.
Okay. Got it. Kill.Switch.
Keeping moving towards the car. Let's see.
You're now within near range of this drone.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it.
Victoria's
Do
like,
what?
shoot it. She's starting to
Do what?
I'm going to push. So I still have GearJammer tank following me by arm.
Yeah, you have
so I'm just gonna pass him.
and you have Jack standing next to you. They're walking with you.
I'm pushing Jack forward towards the car, and I'm putting GearJammer's hand onto Jack, and I'm just keeping just the hilt of the sword at the ready, and I'm going to activate it.
Okay. So you guys watch as this glowing. Imagine a lightsaber.
What color is it?
It's actually not even one color. It's just one of those hues that just keep fusing into different ones. So it turns purple for
And a
It's wireless. He can make it whatever color he wants, whenever he wants.
The kaleidoscope.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So it leaves out this glow, and a couple people are like looking over, like, that's pretty neat. Did you get that in the concert?
It's a light stick.
Yeah, I didn't-
Oh my god, I have one of those. Oh my god, I should get
One of
it.
these little kids like is next to you going like this.
Yeah. Wait.
It's like a concert light stick. They're like, oh man.
I'm getting a light stick. Hang on, I have one.
I didn't see one of those behind the merch booth. Man, that's really cool. Man, I'm jealous.
Specifically not saying anything.
Okay. GearJammer, you are now gripping the top of Jack's head. You can feel his soft hair in your hand. And your
Kill.Switch is going after the drone.
It looks like he's headed that way. He's got his.
How far?
He's got a laser sword ignited, and he's running towards it.
That's not so.
It's going to take one movement to get to near range and one movement to get to close. So you're still.
It's fine. I got two minor and one that.
If you sprint, there's quite a possibility you could get right up on it. One move will put you into near range. Yeah, there it is. Light stick.
Wait. Kanjani it.
That's it.
Why do you
Oh,
have
there's
so
no battery.
Oh.
Lost the battery of that one.
Why do you have
So you
many
said
light
one
up
movement
devices?
would put me in near range with it?
Yes. So that's roughly anywhere between 10 and 30 meters, I think.
Oh, change your color. Nice.
Yeah.
Or 10 and probably like 10 to 20. I'll have to double check on that, but yeah, it'd be near range.
Okay,
That's so
let's take a look at
cool.
my sheet here. Where did my sheet go?
I would let you know not to worry about it. You would know what the work I try to do. You won't have to worry about it.
Yeah, and right now you got like a splitting headache.
I saw him break a treadmill.
Also, technically, you are the only one that knows where the car is. So we're leading
Oh yeah.
somewhere we don't know where we're going.
GearJammer's the only one who knows where the car is. That's great.
Oh my
Oh my
god.
god.
Cypher could find it through the Matrix.
I can find it.
You're the most physically
Dude, where's my
inept
car?
ever.
So with the direction they've been walking, are we anywhere near the garage?
Yeah, we're walking towards the
Oh, yeah,
garage.
you're basically right where you're at. You're about to walk across the crosswalk that leads across the street, because the parking garage, There's a street behind the building, and then the parking garage is on the other side of that street.
Okay.
Okay.
And there's like a bunch of cars,
then-
like bumper to bumper. This is Mardi Gras. People are going crazy outside. It's dark, but there's like flashing lights and everything in the big city.
GearJammer's just gonna sort of keep pushing forward, and I think we ended up on the 3rd floor, if I remember.
Yeah, we'll say 3rd floor.
I'm just gonna tell Jack, 3rd floor, go up.
Despite the story.
3rd floor. I have a great memory.
Oh no.
You go back into the place.
I really do.
Actually, yeah, go ahead and roll memory, Jack.
Oh,
Oh.
shit.
You do have have
Oh.
memory.
Yeah, I'm
Let's
taking
go,
a gander here. Uh-oh.
Actually, GearJammer, I want you to roll memory too because you're disoriented.
Oh,
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
We may have to jack into the matrix to find the.
I'm in the Matrix. You can just ask me. Cypher, where's my car?
Alrighty. My memory roll, I get 4 hits.
4 hits. Excellent, yeah.
Yeah, let's see.
So whatever he tells me, I'll remember. Can he tell me anything?
Let's find out. I have 11 dice to roll, so
Oh, damn.
Oh, yeah.
memory is logic and intuition. So
Don't you have? Do you have some stun damage that takes away dice?
Yeah, you should have at least
no.
-1.
Yeah, you probably have a -1 on your roll.
yep. Okay, so give me a second. I'm going to take one away, and I'm going to re-roll that then,
Yep.
because
Because of your
that was a pretty good roll.
Oh.
And it's like
Oh,
I don't feel right taking one away because like I've already rolled it, so it's like I'll just take that one away. Okay, not horrible. 4 hits, 2 misses.
4 hits, 2 misses. Okay.
Yep.
You're pretty sure you remember where you parked the car, and Jack, you're pretty sure that he had given you detailed directions to the car whenever you guys first got here.
Got it.
So you guys are pretty sure you remember where the car is.
Next to the white SUV. The ramp goes at about a 30-degree angle at that point. Got it.
Oh my god.
Okay. GearJammer, would that be your turn?
Yeah, just following him.
Okay. The drones continue to move. The one that was hacked into. Is it's going to try to run a scan to see if it can locate Cypher's physical position. So I think you're going to need to roll. Oh no, I dropped a die. No.
Stealth? Just general body
better
stealth. That's what I like.
than in our apartment.
Let me see what this one would be.
This is true. But it's something like that will only have so much distance.
Yeah, it would.
Yeah, but there are tons of people exiting this concert, so.
I'm in the toilet.
Yeah. There's also
She's not exiting.
It's not allowed to look in there.
Yeah, that's like hella invasion of privacy. I was sitting on the
Yeah.
toilet seat.
case in point
Yeah.
to
Says the woman hacking into their
Michael.
machines.
That's different.
I don't know what the change factor is, but there would be probably a lot of noise.
Oh yeah. I can apply that. Yeah. I'm just trying to figure out what she has to roll to defend this because I'm not really 100% sure.
Probably sleazing.
Yeah, sleaze plus firewall. Does that sound right?
Yeah,
I
that
don't-
makes sense.
What's my
It's
firewall?
whatever your firewall is for your matrix persona, that chart that I sent you over that one time. What firewall equals one of your mental stats.
Oh, willpower.
There you go.
Yeah.
So sleaze plus willpower. So that's
And it's going to take
12
a pretty big
plus-
penalty for the amount of noise that is going on during this process.
Oh my god, I have to roll so many dice!
Oh man, this might not even be worth rolling
That's
then.
good.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. So I have to roll another die after this. Fuck. Okay.
Oh gosh, that's a lot of dice.
That's a lot of dice. The slogan for Shadowrun.
That's a lot of dice. Did you roll more than one hit?
I rolled 6 hits, 4 glitches.
Oh, you are fine. It is unable to locate your position with all the noise and stuff being blasted with all these fouls. It just continues to move away. And that brings us to Lady V and Cypher.
Cypher,
Okay.
darling,
Okay, I got all of the stuff. I'm going to
try to crash the program on this drone.
Crash the program.
Okay, you do that, darling.
Data processing and device rating. Okay.
I'm just here for encouragement.
Minus the penalty of noise.
Oh, wait. Are you doing the one that was following near you all, or the one that's outside near?
So that wouldn't have any noise?
Oh. No, it would have a lot of noise, because there's walls now separating as well.
Yeah. Here we go. Crash program. Oh, you need to specify which running program you want to crash.
I want to crash its fly, like the thing that's making it fly.
Okay. Fair enough. We can do that.
Literally crash it.
Literally crash it.
Basically trying to shut off its motors, basically.
Yeah, it's motors.
That wouldn't be. I don't think that would be crash. That would be edit. I don't think that would be a crash, because crash shuts down running programs.
Is motor skills a running program?
It's not listed as one, but let's just say it is.
Okay.
And
Sorry.
What is noise penalty, so I know how I'm using it with the drone?
There is a noise penalty chart. It is under, I believe it's under the Matrix chapter. Let me see if I can find it. Sorry, we're going a little bit over tonight, guys. It's just because we're having to look up some rules. It's just we're new to this system, and we're trying to get as much right as we can, even though some of it's probably going to be different and made up, because we can't find it quickly, or we just can't find it. Or there is no rule for it, does not exist. There's also that noise. There's a chart somewhere.
Well, mine was 5 successes, 4 failures.
But see, with that, would she get the noise penalty, or would the drone get the noise penalty?
I would assume she would get it because she's trying to hack into it and she's going through these other things. It would be harder for her to reach out.
It'd probably be her penalty, yes.
But, okay. So both ways there's noise.
Yeah,
there'd be noise both ways. But
because there's a lot of technology happening.
We'll find the noise chart here going on soon, because I can't find it right off the top of my head, and I want to keep the story going. So we'll come back to it.
Yeah,
It only rolled 3 hits, so you have shut down its motors.
Okay.
Nice.
And this thing starts to descend abruptly and lands on the ground.
Well, I will exit the host and leave the Matrix.
Okay. You do so. Lady V?
I am encouraging Cypher to get out of the toilet and so we can leave.
I'm done now!
Okay, honey.
But I can't move!
Like front to back.
Okay. I'll stand here until you...
I open the door!
Okay.
When you open the door, there's a security guard standing there.
When I open the stall door?
No, oh, you open the main door?
Oh, yeah,
The
'cause-
bathroom?
I opened the stall
Oh, okay. I
door!
thought you said you were opening the main
security
door.
guard.
I'd be like,
The female
excuse you!
security. Oh, excuse me, dear. I was needing to use that.
Oh, okay, go ahead. Dozo, dozo. Shimasen,
Close his
dozo.
door.
Hi. Yukuri dozo.
Oh, jeez. Alright, so are we leaving the actual restroom behind?
Yeah, we should leave. Iko.
Okay,
Lady V opens the main door of the restroom.
yes.
There's another security guard standing there.
Oh!
What was her problem?
Not sure.
What a rude thing
I
to
think
ask when somebody's coming out of the bathroom.
You guys weren't harassing that little girl, were you?
No, she was crying
Oh,
because
no.
Pio-san made her sad.
We were trying to help her.
It's
There's some... The toilet might be clogged. She threw Pio's picture down there.
Damn it!
Chattel.
Oh, fine. I'll go get the custodian.
Okay.
And he starts to wander off.
Matane.
Alright, so I'm gonna leave the restroom, and that's our turn.
Okay.
Yep.
Jack.
Alrighty.
I'm gonna
So
radio everyone actually, can someone bring the car around? We don't know where the car is.
it's next to the white SUV, 30-degree incline.
What level?
And just so everybody knows too, because GearJammer is holding on to Jack, Jack's movement is GearJammer's movement. So he doesn't have to take an additional move action because he's being assisted to move.
Okay.
Okay.
Gotcha. Cool. So since he's holding on to me, I'm gonna actually try to cast a spell on my dear friend GearJammer here, which I know it may. We'll see how it goes, given that he's barely a person. He's all machine.
Do you remember the last time you cast a spell? What happened? Not this one. The last time.
Fun, yeah.
It's fun, let's do it!
Yeah.
So I'm gonna
and
try to cast.
going back on that time. Kill.Switch,
Yeah.
you should have had to defend against his spell because you were right up against those gangers, and it was an area effect
that's
spell,
true.
so it would have hit you too.
Oh, yeah.
We'll have to remember that for the future.
Yes. Jesus.
I didn't say where was my party. I said I cast Fireball.
Oh.
That's exactly right.
So I'm gonna cast Heal on GearJammer and see if it lands.
Nice.
Oh.
So what,
Oh, but I only get I only get 4, 6. Oh wait, so I'm casting a spell. That's never mind. Yeah, I only get 4 successes against 5 minus his essence.
what's your essence? Like 5? No.
Oh.
So-
Yeah, I might not actually get anything.
You might have done anything.
So
Yeah.
wait a minute. You mean?
5 minus what is your essence?
Oh dear God! Hold on. Let me.
Is it like 0 point something?
Hold on. I gotta grab my calculator because when I lost my character sheet, it changed because I had to redo everything.
Oh.
Give me a second here.
I thought
I
essence
remember it was like
good.
0.9.
Yeah, I thought it was 0.9.
Yeah, 0.9 would make it less than a 1, so it would be.
So it wouldn't do anything, right?
You'd have
No,
you'd
yeah.
have to roll at least 5 to even break even to go up from there.
Yeah,
So what did you roll?
I only rolled a 4.
Oh,
So nothing-
You are
nothing happens at
unable
all.
to heal him at all.
You touch metal.
You just touched metal.
Yeah. Man, you're in really bad.
Unfortunately, you still got to resist the drain for the spell.
Alrighty.
If my math is right, I'm at a 0.72.
Yep. It did.
Oh,
that's
that's
For
even
essence?
worse.
8.
Unfortunately, you're unable to
Okay.
use the magic to heal your friend.
I do resist the drain value though. I had a 4 against a 3. So I'm good there.
Perfect. Excellent.
And then otherwise just moving.
Okay. So the heal spell fails, unfortunately. And that brings us back to Kill.Switch.
Alright, I'm just going to line up the shot and stab on the ground, because it's now on the ground.
This is a different drone.
Yeah, I was
that's
going
the one
after
that
the
you
one
got inside.
inside. You have the one that's outside.
Yep, this one's still
Even
outside.
better. I'm gonna aim up the shot, and then I'm going to. So there's still quite a few crowds, and is there like a car nearby it?
Oh yeah.
I would want to try and see if I can jump up on the car to try and hit it upward, so I'm not hitting anybody in the crowd.
Okay, so you jump up onto this white sedan.
Yes.
Okay.
First off, where's my stuff? Oh, it's on the second page. Hold on. If I'm getting up on close to it, that would be a 10.
For your attack rating?
Yeah.
Okay, you do gain a point of edge.
Awesome. So I'm gonna go ahead and roll this. Jesus Christ. 1 second, people. I have to collect my dice to do this.
So what's essence do?
That's how human you are.
Oh.
And then how able you are to heal.
How person you are.
Yeah.
So 6 is bad?
No,
6 is good.
6 is good.
Oh, okay.
That means
the
the
best you can
SMG
do.
can easily heal you. I am more
Okay.
robot than man, which makes me.
I need like a welding tool to heal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Makes you wonder, can I roll engineering to repair myself?
You
Probably.
can. You probably can.
Huh.
Engineering's and electronics, probably.
Yeah, I think there is something in the rules about that.
Okay. I think I have them all.
That's a lot of dice. Oh my gosh.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 7 hits.
7 hits. Okay, so you're going to take your base damage and you're going to add 5 to it.
My base damage. That is. Yeah, 4. So 4 plus 5, 9 fire damage.
9 fire damage. Okay, it has 4 dice that it can resist with.
And I'm going to use 1 point of edge, 3 point of edge to auto fail one of their hits.
Oh, cool.
Excellent.
Wow, that's dark.
It has 0 hits, so it takes all 9 damage. Let me double check its rating here, because I don't think that will be enough to keep it alive.
Cauterize the wires.
Yeah.
Batter it with the sword.
I'm gonna have to look into that, because I'm not really sure how much damage. Like, they don't have like a condition. They don't have conditions for the drones listed here.
Oh.
I don't.
Does it not have... Well, it would be body... Does it have body at all?
Yeah, does it
have
body divided by 2 plus 8? Is that what it would
Yeah.
be? Okay.
It's
Yeah.
like sticking a lightsaber in a door. Like,
Is it rounded up or rounded down? Rounded up in Shadowrun, right?
Yeah, rounded
Yeah.
up.
You actually slice through this thing, and you slice one of the rotors completely off of it, and it's still up, but it's smoking and it's just spinning in a big circle above this white sedan.
Nice.
I use my last minor action to just scream out to the crowd, "Anarchy!"
with that level of enthusiasm.
People start screaming and scattering around. The one kid that has the little like glow rod from inside the concert is like pretending like he's you. And that drone it's still working and moving, but it seems to be almost inoperable right now. It's just like spinning and hovering in a circle. GearJammer.
How far have we made it up?
You guys have made it. Basically, this turn will take it up into. Basically, you'll be up to the 2nd floor.
Let me see here. And there's no like dash action or anything like that, so
There's sprint.
yeah, just
You can
gonna
sprint.
Yeah, you
see, I
do have
don't have.
sprint.
Oh, then,
Yeah, there's like a roll that you have to make.
It's
so
athletic
yeah, I'll
plus
try to sprint
agility.
to get the rest of the way up there.
Okay.
That's athletics and agility.
Yep.
Okay. Athletics must be a skill because I don't have that.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. But it's just agility. It would be a straight agility test if you don't have it.
Uh-oh.
Okay, that is 1 hit, no glitches.
1 hit, no glitches. So you can move an extra 3 meters on your sprint. So you've gone 18 meters.
Okay, just keep heading towards the car.
Okay. The one drone is spinning uncontrollably and cannot regain piloting of itself. That's all it can do during its turn. The other drone tries to reboot its engines. So you just crashed the file?
Yeah, I didn't encrypt anything. I just crashed it.
Okay.
Well, after I got all the information I wanted.
Okay, I think it can just probably turn its engines back on.
Yeah.
Unless there's something under crashed.
Let me double
there's
check.
Noises,
You could-
noises on page 177 for the future.
Found it. You can brick it, which will keep it from turning back on.
Yes, you can.
It-
yeah.
Okay, so the file cannot be it cannot be restarted until the device it was running on is rebooted. So it has to reboot its entire
Has to
self.
reboot its entire systems. Okay, it's gonna reboot its systems. So that's all it can do this turn is reboot. So it shuts down. And then it begins
All
to
control deletes.
Yep.
All control delete end process.
Unplug it, plug it back in.
Have you tried turning it on and off again?
Plug it back in. There we go. Reboot. That's all it does. Lady V and Cypher.
What do you want to do, Cypher?
Well, are we waiting for them or are we going to go meet them there?
We can start heading towards the garage and see how
Okay.
far we make it.
Okay.
Okay.
Give a show.
That's
Cool.
about it.
So you guys are just walking towards the garage?
Yep.
Okay.
Can I use actually yeah, I'm gonna use my miner to follow her, but I'm also gonna check in on my live stream because I actually might turn off the I'm gonna
is your
keep
drone still inside or is it still following you?
it's still inside. It's still watching
Sure.
the crowd kind of disperse, and while it's running the breaking news tracker over top.
Yeah, now
Yeah, and it's also still playing the Benny Hill
it's
music.
still playing the video.
So what I'll do instead
and it's got
is
it's got something weird like at the bottom of it, like a swishing spirit looking thing, like smashing at the video screen. It's broken a good bit of the bottom of the screen at this point.
okay, so I'm going to actually go into my live stream and start replaying the first like minute of the secret video. Like it's gonna like rewind and show that.
Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah.
And yeah, still keeping like the live feed up in the mini, like on a mini screen on the corner, and then the main would be just a loop of what was happening with the tracker.
Okay, that's good that you did that, because the video ends up shutting off.
Ooh.
Oh, somebody's in our system.
But the sound's still going, right?
Sound's still going. Yep, it's yes, triple X.
Ooh, Vin Diesel.
And then I guess, like, as a minor action, tell it to start coming out to follow us.
Okay, sure.
I would probably have to make that command to follow. It would still try and follow you, but I had to make another command because it's still under mine.
No, I've been controlling it this whole time. Remember?
I remember I told it to follow your instruction, but once I told it to play Benny Hill, so I had to give it the command again to follow you.
Okay.
Sweet. Yep.
Then yeah, I'll just follow Lady.
Yeah, it's a crowded street. You guys are walking
And
around
tell Kill.Switch, tell it to follow me.
I'm working on it.
Jack, anything special you'd be doing this turn?
Just trying to dash to catch up with GearJammer.
Okay, you can go ahead and make your sprint roll.
No hits, so it's just normal movement for me.
It'd be 15 meters, so you're just
Oh,
about
cool.
10 feet behind him. As he's huffing his way.
Wait for me!
Kill.Switch. This drone is just going above you.
I'm looking at it. I hold my sword down, and just with my gloves that I have for my suit, shot gloves, I'm just gonna punch it.
No,
Take it out.
Okay, that would be close combat plus agility, I believe.
Yes, it's still 10, by the way.
And it's suffering a large amount of... yeah, this is gonna be bad.
So that is...
Did Lady Vallette go?
Yeah, she was...
Yeah, she's just
kind
moving.
of moving out into the crowd.
We've left the building.
Yep, you've exited the concert hall.
That's 4 hits, 1 fail.
You punch into it, and the electrical energy zaps into it. There's no way it's going to be able to resist that. So it goes flying to the ground and crashes onto the sidewalk. The 3 rotors that are left, stop spinning. You guys are out of initiative order at this point.
Because I created this chaos, I'm just spray painting some cyber paint on the top of the car saying, "Have you restarted it yet?" And then just keep on running.
Okay. So you leave the drone sitting there as you're running?
Yeah, and I'm starting to make my way back to the garage.
Okay.
Oh, and I say the command, follow Cypher.
Okay. Follow Cypher. Cypher and Lady Vallette, are you guys headed to the car, or are you going to wait for the boys to pick you
Yeah.
up?
I think we're gonna meet them halfway.
Okay.
Yeah, meet them halfway.
GearJammer, you make it to the car. Jack, right behind you. You guys start the car, get it ready.
Jump it and starting to drive.
Oh, it's so glad to have you back again, GearJammer.
Oh God,
I have to buckle up.
I forgot about the car.
I was lonely sitting here.
Should I go? Do you need time alone at the car?
GearJammer's just rubbing the sides of his head. You later. We need to get the others. Go home.
Do you need the grid guide on, or are you gonna take this manually?
No, I let you do it today.
Oh, great. You know, I do like to take the initiative sometimes.
They will be better with you in company.
Poor Jack, man. Poor Jack.
Not here.
And all of a sudden the headlights come on in the car, and it looks like it's all like kicking up and activating. You can see like the grid guide and enhancement pop up as like this digital GPS map in front of you. Just as that point, the door opens and Kill.Switch jumps into the vehicle. And
I keep these eyes on.
and then all of a sudden the car kind of pulls out on its own. GearJammer's not even holding onto the wheel. He's just sitting in the driver's seat, and the car is controlling itself. And it's going outside.
Rubbing my temples, smoking a cigar.
You guys pull the Range
That's for
Rover
afterward.
up to the corner of the building where you see Lady Vallette and Cypher kind of standing out there. Looks like amongst other people waiting for their rides.
I'm probably giving out autographs.
handing out the door. As there's pretty heavy traffic, so it takes you guys a little while to get away from here. But you beat most of the
Okay,
crowd.
can I, while I'm handing out autographs, can I also put in a pamphlet for Kanjani 8's next concert?
Absolutely.
So I'm handing out, just like, here, come see Kanjani. I'm going to be there. Come see me at Kanjani.
And
We should promote.
And on that note, that's where we're going to
The
stop
other
our
group.
session for the night. We are going to stop there. Well done,
Yay!
runners. Well done, runners. You guys were
Bicycle!
We're running.
you guys were able to avoid most of the serious conflict in that. So
Bicycle
Oh, there was some crazy stuff happening.
Says you.
good game. That
I'm
could
gonna split in migraine and freaking 20 Overwatch.
All right, so Twitch chat. I hope you guys had fun tonight. I had a blast. This was cool. Shadowrun is definitely a new system, a new environment for us. How about you
Learning
guys?
curve.
Yeah, so there's a learning curve here, but we'll get it eventually. How'd you guys
I
like
love
it? You
it.
guys have a
It's so
fun time?
fun.
It's such a cool
This
one.
is a great first adventure run. Like it was right up my. I love it.
Yeah, I was trying to
It was lovely.
I was trying to add little
K-pop.
elements that everyone like. There were some things that you guys missed. You know, there was something for everybody in the adventure, but you have to like, you know, I didn't know if like you guys would pick a fight backstage or if anything was like gonna happen like that.
Okay.
So I had it balanced out for everything. But you guys did a really
Nice.
good job. So, well done, everybody. You guys can all take 5 karma.
Hell yeah!
Come.
I'm gonna roll on the heat table because you guys are gonna generate some heat for this. Because of
Wait, so I get to decide, because of this, I get to decide whether Kill.Switch or DJ Solo gets heat, right?
that's a good question. I'm gonna have to look that up.
Because I would like for Kill.Switch to take all the heat.
I cannot find.
Considering I don't think Solo did anything.
Yeah, he just saw that things were not going well and he dipped out the bag.
Reputation and-
Yeah, we were just me and the DJ were like, you know, bringing the party.
Oh, yeah, it's a shame that you guys were hanging out with.
Oh, that
Jack.
does make things really questionable.
Yeah.
Who are we hanging out?
No, we're hanging out with Jack, and that's just things went sour.
Yeah,
Well, I
he's
did-
just a
I-
bad dude.
I didn't hang out with Jack at all.
He's a rascal, a ne'er-do-well, even.
That's sword, man. That
Because
sword
of
comes in
Cypher's popular live streaming, though, you guys all increase your reputation by 1.
Ooh.
Ooh.
So
By
we're-
what?
Nice.
Reputation.
Where do I put that?
There's a
Under reputation.
It's at the top.
Okay.
My reputation.
Where is that?
Yeah, it's at the very top. It's under
Yeah.
your age and sex, reputation,
Here we
and
go.
heat.
Here's our heat.
Oh, okay, I understand.
How many stars do we have? Where's the pay and spray?
Yeah.
You guys, heat increases by 2.
Okay. And how much
That's
was
not
reputation?
great. 1.
1. Okay.
Reputation is +1, heat is +2. Alright. Friends. Man, that was fun. I had a good time. So we're going to go ahead and leave the stream for this evening. Don't forget to make sure you check out our calendar for all the awesome proficiency bonus streams that we've got. Our next episode of this game will be, I believe, the first Friday of December,
Which is the 6th.
Oh, geez.
which is the 6th.
It's such a long time.
So it is a long
Okay.
time. We got about, 4 weeks? 4
Yeah.
weeks. So we will have episode 2 at the beginning of December 6th. So make sure you guys tune in. That time we'll also be throwing out some advertisements to help you remember.
Alright.
But until next time, folks, it's time to jack out for now. But remember, stay hidden, stay safe. here in the Ivory Shadows. We'll see you next time on Shadowrun, everybody. Have a good night.
またねー。バイバイ。